drafting style tracks, but Austin Hill has had to earn all of those wins by holding people off, and it's not just by winning the race. He's won multiple stages doing that. He has a
all right, here we go. We're gonna try this again. What is up, motherfuckers?
Multiple times.
And party people.
Crews are coming out. Drivers are there. The lightning hold has been lifted. And so as long as
it has.
No more lightning, we should be all ready to go. And it's been a very interesting weather pattern here today. If you weren't with us for qualifying earlier, we got like 15 cars in to qualifying after about probably had a 30-40 minute delay.
All right, we're back live. We try this again. We went live earlier, then I ended it because of
and then I felt like
the delay before the start of the race. If it happened during the race, I would have stayed live. But
the pre-race ceremonies had wrapped up.
Yeah, we already got the national anthem done.
Still
need to get the command.
You have to hit the hold button for 30 minutes. But that time has now passed, and
it's starting to look a lot darker already.
Ready to go, and now we can start talking racing and the stress and anxiety that is Daytona. But so many amazing storylines when you come to race at this place, in particular in the summertime, because the playoffs are
command to start engines will be at 8:02. So that's in just about
seasons for so many.
8 minutes here. Sam quit on us.
Harrison Burton climbing on board. And he comes
I don't know, man. This is my procedure, you know.
And I would say that this team has already won this year.
If the race starts and then the delay, I'll stay on. If it doesn't, then I leave.
They have done such an outstanding
I don't want to just sit here.
Making AM Racing valid and putting themselves in a position to make the playoffs. And then I reflect on what happened almost a year ago to the day when he won here driving for the Wood brothers, and it all seems to lay out in front of him. And Jamie, when you look at his record in the Xfinity Series here,
and for that we cannot support him.
The top 10.
You sit here anyway. Shut, Jaden. You don't know that. You don't know what I was doing. You have no clue what I was doing in the past fucking, what was it, 25, 30 minutes? You have no clue. I could have done anything.
Score some stage points, get some really good finishes. The flip side of that is cousin Jeb Burton, who you see he's just below the cut line. He's had a couple of tough weeks. So the difference in that has given him a nice cushion. But, based on what we've seen here at Daytona over the years, that could all
I was just sitting here.
It could completely flip. Even if going to win tonight, if Harrison...
no. I was actually laying on my bed with Chester.
That could all get flipped around. And, if one of those guys below the cut line wins, it obviously puts Harrison in a bad position. But I would agree with you. I think that he has done an exceptional job this year with essentially a new race team. They've gone in, hired all these people. They've had a lot of people leave because of the success they've had. They've been kind of poached away from that team. So I think Harrison's done a great job, and he's been in this position before. And you mentioned it, he's had success here. So he has to feel good about heading into tonight.
There's an irony when you look at that cut line, because all three drivers that you talk about that are there and still in a position really to get in on points, Harrison Burton, Jeb Burton, and Ryan Sieg, all separated by 38 points with 3 races to go. All of them, really their strength has been in the draft. Now Harrison, when he was driving for Joe Gibbs Racing, won at multiple types of racetracks, but we know he is good in the draft. Jeb Burton, 2 career wins at Talladega. Obviously, he's a good drafter. And then you look at Ryan Sieg, the third driver that's in that position, another one that just has a knack for this style of racing. And
just hope we don't get any rain. Hopefully we can get the race at least started.
And so the light can shine brightly on all 3 of those teams tonight as they try to make something happen late in the regular season. Let's go down to Dylan.
Well, Adam, if
I'm sure Connor Zilisch would like rain in the first 5 laps. Yeah, the plan for Connor Zilisch is to start the race and then first caution, maybe get out, depending on how he's feeling. Parker Kligerman is on standby.
Was the diagnosis. So the plan for Connor here is to start the car, to start the race. He'll probably drop to the back of the field just as a precaution, and then at the first opportunity, he's expected to pull the car into the pits, get out of the car, and relieve driving duties for the night to Parker Kligerman, who, of course, is an Xfinity Series veteran of the last couple of years, our broadcast partner here on the CW. And then Parker is the plan for now. Parker is going to finish the race in this 88 car. So Connor will get credit for the points that are accumulated tonight because he started the car, and that's the most important thing. But safety first and the long-term health of Connor Zilisch, ultimately the priority tonight, Kim.
Well, Dylan, let's get an update on the Xfinity fastest lap leaders this season. 16 different drivers have won the fastest lap award, including driver Austin Hill. And Hill has set himself apart when it comes to super speedways. He leads the series all time in wins and laps led at drafting tracks, but he has yet to conquer the summer race here at the World Center of Racing. In fact, RCR has not won the summer Daytona race since 2015, back when Austin Dillon took the checkered flag. Austin Hill told us earlier during our qualifying coverage, the key to these races is flexibility. No two races at drafting tracks are the same, and it's all about adapting to what you have in the car, Dylan.
Well, and an average finish of 18th this summer is not the type of momentum you want at the end of the regular season. That's the story with the 17, though, and Justin Allgaier right now, who starts right next to Austin Hill. The rest of their story is a little bit hidden in the results. They've had good speed. They have a driver that is still confident. They had an almost certain victory at Indianapolis, and that same stretch of races taken away by some late race contact. They come to a track.
You know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Preece wins at Daytona soon.
And the drafting tracks this year,
You know, I feel like that happens. Like the track that like almost kills you.
Champ and trying to win the regular season championship.
You know, like I know Ernie Irvan, like
he's chasing
almost died at Michigan,
7 points behind.
and then when he came back, he like won Michigan.
The next 3 weeks.
No, and what's fascinating about Zillage is he missed Texas and has made up 172 points on the difference to Allgaier, who just started off the season exceptional. That's the reason we see him in this car, going to start the race tonight, because he'll actually get the points for wherever Parker is able to finish in the 88 car. But the 7 you see right there.
Yeah, so yeah, that is the main reason that Zillage is starting the race, is because he will get the points of whatever happens.
You know, 2 seconds and a win in the last 3 races. So the 41 car, don't count him out tonight.
When he starts on the front row, and the other part of the equation.
Connor Zillage is also up pole, but he is expected to stop to drop to the rear.
What they've done recently. The success that he had earlier this season at Daytona. He's a good drafter. Statistically, doesn't always have the finishes, but he's someone that spends a lot of time at the front. In fact,
don't know when he'll do that, if it'll be during the pace laps or at the start, like just kind of drop back as we go green. That's probably a bit more dangerous, but
you got to flip the switch. I mean, you got to go back into race mode. And I would guess for every driver, this is the most comfortable place, behind the wheel and getting ready to go. But take us through the mental reset after a lot of waiting, sitting around today, Jamie.
You're correct. I mean, other than just melting right now, waiting on these cars to start up because of how hot it is outside, this is your comfort zone. That seat's built to fit you. And you said it, Adam. I think that whole like thinking you're going to get in and then all of a sudden having the 30-minute delay, that's so hard mentally. You prepare yourself to get in and go to battle, and then you have to kind of reset getting in now. It's even more unique for Connor, who we talked about is going to ride around the back, and then Parker's going to get in his car. So a lot of different mentalities.
Parker Zillage,
some of the guys that have to win.
Connor Kligerman is going to win.
Get stage points, or how do you
I like Connor Kligerman better.
It's 50 miles shorter than the race we had here in February. So a lot of agendas and everything. Everybody right now is just getting ready for this to start.
The story of this 88 team is remarkable. We've talked so much about Zillage and the injuries and the fact that he's come back and won all the races and leads the regular season chase.
I don't know about that rule. Honestly, personally, I really don't like it. I feel like, you should have to run the whole race with one driver. And if you can't, then oh well.
So curious to see how it
that's just the way I see it.
But over. It's time to fire the engines here at Daytona International Speedway. Let's go trackside.
Daytona International Speedway, give a big NASCAR welcome to our Grand Marshals. From Wawa, Director of Store Operations Karen Myers, Area Manager Stephanie Andrews, and Wawa mascot Wally Goose. Tonight they are here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away.
Race fans, are you ready? Wally, are you ready? Drivers, start your engine!
And the engines are fired.
I'm glad you're entertained. 3 races to go in the regular season, and you can't beat race day in Daytona. We're going green when we return on the CW.
I think anything to come out. Dr. Rick, we are thinking sandwiches again for lunch. What should I put you down for?
Oh, boundaries. They can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Now, I'm either going to go tuna melt or Reuben. They're known for their
Remember,
Reuben.
when the door closes, so does the conversation.
Oh, yes, gotcha. Okay. Looks like the soup of the day is tomato bisque.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
I could go tuna melt. If you want to go Reuben, we could do a mix and match.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No.
What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeFlight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeFlight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need
Engines
to
are
get
fired.
back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeFlight.com.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call Harper?
Oh, you mean the Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
He actually said the twins' naming right.
What's up, Andy? I love boobies.
Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
You've done so much, Pops. Any words of wisdom for the family?
There is no limit to unlimited wings.
Mind blown.
It's just knocking around in my brain.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. 4 clean, even Mom approves of.
Better reach.
Making hard to reach.
It's so easy.
Now with dust-busting strips, it removes even built-up dust. Swiffer Duster Heavy Duty. Love it or your money back.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
you use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Did we go full race with no rain or what? I think probably not.
We meant a lot.
Gemini, is my
But
plane leaning away because
there's a cell headed towards the track, and it is dissipating, so that's good.
Gemini, any pointers on my downward dog?
But I don't know.
It's a Google Pixel 10
We'll wait and see.
from Verizon.
Oh, appreciate you.
A showdown in Portland for the final postseason slots.
The race to the playoffs is on.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series, next Saturday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Greetings on Friday night from Daytona Beach, Florida. CW Sports welcomes you to the World Center of Racing. Tonight is round 24 in 2025 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And after a little bit of a weather delay, cars are rolling off, and we are ready for some racing this evening. 100 laps, 250 miles at a place that never disappoints. And we talk about the sense of urgency, not just because you want to win at Daytona, but with 3 races to go to the playoffs, there's so much on the line, and this place always produces chaos, Jamie.
It does, and the fact that it's 50 miles shorter than what we have here in the opening race of the year, and you see it, Adam, there's really not a safe place on the racetrack. We see the wrecks in the front, the middle, the back, and they're normally big wrecks that collect multiple cars, and a lot on the line tonight, and the fact that you've got a lot of guys below that cut line that are going to view this as their last chance to be able to win a race and punch their ticket into the playoffs. It's a recipe for a great event for all of us to watch.
The storylines are plentiful when you come to Daytona, but at the top of the list...
All right, so the cars are rolling right now. You're supposed to go green at 7:40, so that'll be late, obviously.
He fell in victory lane awkwardly. He broke his collarbone, had surgery 10 days ago. He's in the car to start the race, but standing by Parker Kligerman to get in. This is going to be very interesting to watch how they handle this tonight.
Yeah, and Parker, you see standing right there, is great at this type of racing. He's been fast most of his career at these type tracks. He's going to get in one of the fastest cars. We saw those junior motorsports cars, how well they ran in February. But he doesn't have any time in this car, right? Maybe the first time being in it. So he'll have to get his bearings once he gets out. I think the best case scenario for Parker at 88, Connor, all of them, is to have a caution early. Get him out of the car, hopefully before this first stage break, to get Parker as much time as he can in the seat.
See the 88 sitting in the pole position. We used the metric to set the starting lineup when qualifying was canceled earlier today. Eventually, Zilich is going to drop to the back because he wants to avoid the draft. Here is the starting grid as we anticipate the green flag.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
I'm saying if Zilich is going to avoid the draft entirely. That's kind of crazy.
RCR, but all those wins came in the spring race, and Harrison Burton 30 points above the cut line. But if you think back,
You can go a lap down if you're not careful there.
Cup race here at Daytona to punch his ticket to the playoffs.
Let's go outside the top 10. Someone we have to highlight. One of those drivers trying to put himself into a playoff position. Starting 13th is Jeff Burton. 2 career wins. Both came in the draft at Talladega. Really good here earlier this year. And Jeremy Clements in row 8. Someone else to highlight. He won the summer race at Daytona 3 years ago.
Yeah, go back to row 11. You see Ryan Sieg. He's got some points to make up on the cut line, but he does have 4 top 10s here in 7 races at Daytona. And then Sheldon Creed, going to start back in 27th. 14 career runner-up finishes, including a pair of them here at Daytona. He was 3rd in February.
If you look at the lineup, there's going to be a lot of comers and goers. There's going to be plenty of movement because of the draft. And look at row 17 and Matt DiBenedetto. Got his career best finish in the draft earlier this season at Talladega. And if you rewind a handful of years, he led a bunch of laps, 49 laps out front in the Daytona 500. So he knows success in the draft. And now we get tonight's keys to Mobil 1 victory lane.
Yeah, and Adam, as we talk to all these drivers, it's about survival when you come to this type of racing. You got to make good decisions early in those first 2 stages. You got to get to the end to be able to win this thing. Always a lot of issues on pit road, so have a mistake-free pit road, no speeding penalties. We saw issues getting on pit road.
Zilich will drop to the tail before the start of the race.
How do you beat RCR? They've won 3 of the 4 drafting races in 2025. Everyone you talk to says they're going to be the cars to beat tonight. So if you want to win tonight, you're going to have to beat Austin Hill and Jesse Love.
As you make that short list of favorites, you might slide in there Justin Haley driving the 11 for Team Colleague tonight, Dylan.
That's right. They've gone to the bullpen for the driver of this car this week. It's one of their former full-time Xfinity Series drivers in Justin Haley. His 4 career Xfinity wins have all come at super speedways, including 2 here at Daytona. And the car he's driving tonight is the same chassis that took him to victory lane in those Daytona events. Crew Chief Eddie Pardue, you see him there, said Justin probably going to use the first stage to learn. May spend some time at the front, may spend some time at the back.
Yes, I went through this when we went live originally, but I didn't go through this. Oh yeah, there's Zilich dropping to the rear. Didn't go through this when I went live again. The breakdown for tonight's race is 100 laps. Stage 1 is 30 laps. Stage 2 is also 30 laps. That'll be lap 60. And then the final 40 laps is the final stage. Green flag was scheduled for 7:40, but obviously that didn't happen. I think we're good on fuel the entire race. Like, we'll be able to.
And he expects Nick to be mixing it up at the front as much as he can. There's no.
We'll be able to just pit under caution because of the stage cautions. And yeah, my win pick today is Justin Allgaier. He's starting 5th, and then my boy Sheldon Creed, my man who I want to win, starting all the way back at 27th. Connor Zilich was on pole, but he is dropping to the rear. And so Sam Mayer will take over the first place starting spot. The starting lineup was set by the rule book after qualifying was rained out.
He told us earlier, my dad won here.
Lights are off on the pace car.
Jeff won here, my cousin Harrison won here. I want to join
and here we go.
And go out and record a victory at Daytona International Speedway.
So yeah, Allgaier actually starts 4th, and then Creed actually starts 26th. Everyone moves up a spot.
He's on the inside in the 8, outside.
And green flag is in the air. We are racing from Daytona after a 42-minute delay. Or 32-minute delay, sorry. It's a 32-minute delay.
Series, you know, you can lock bumpers kind of through that first turn, but you can't push all the way down the backstretch. As bad as these cars drove in February, it didn't sound like anybody wanted to be pushed.
You're always behind, Andy.
The guy in front of you by the time you get down the back straightaway into turn 3. If not, we'll be investigating what you're doing. 8 getting a jump as he's getting a push from his teammate. Justin Allgaier second in line down low.
Sammy Smith almost had Sam Mayer cleared. Sam was able to side draft. Now that outside's going to have the momentum. Anybody that I could have behind me would be Austin Hill. Knowing how fast those cars have been historically on the tracks. It's so rare to see
that was weird.
In a situation to push. Usually he's the one out front receiving the push. He's so dominant at these tracks. Well, there's no doubt if they can get single file that Austin will go for the lead. We've seen him be able to manage these races, control them, be able to lead as well as anybody. It'll take a few laps, though, for this to get sorted out or for somebody to either get tight on the exit of the corner or have a little bobble. As you see, Mayer's now able to clear. It'll be interesting to see, does he stay up with Austin Hill or try to pull back down in front of Sammy Smith? And, you know, the one thing we heard Jesse Love say, Adam, was that he kind of felt like this was going to get single file eventually around the top. So you don't want to give up that top lane if you think that's where it's all going to migrate to.
The stage is so short, 30 laps, and the final run is 40, but it's not even 40 laps by the time you finish stage 2, you get your service, and you start that final run to the checkered flag. So the sense of urgency is high. This is the Wheeling onboard cam here. We're riding here with Jesse Love.
Yeah, you saw the splitter on the 16 Eckes hitting in the middle of the corner, just riding right there on the track. I'd be interested to see if that's affecting the handling of that car at all, if it's riding on the splitter, making the car tight.
Chevy and a Ford out front. Chevy has been so dominant here, winning 14.
Yeah, Jade, honestly, for the playoffs, I think it might be fine, unless you have, like, different ideas, to just have the live standings thing as we have it right now. Because everybody below 16th will just have their amount of points, and then everybody above 16th will have, like, 2,000. So it'll be a pretty easy visual to be able to tell who is in the playoffs and not. And then plus, it's still cool to see how the guys below that line are doing.
On the exit of turn 2, but they just can't generate enough of a run right now. Allgaier looks tight or something, though, to me. He's not staying sucked up on the exit of those corners like the outside lane can right now.
Third in line, outside lane, Carson McLaughlin.
What's up with the Red Sox? I mean, we're tied 0-0 right now. Top of the 4th.
Yeah, if you watch Sam Mayer on the outside of the black and green car, if he thinks that Sammy Smith starts to get too far ahead, he'll pull down and side draft, get on the right rear quarter of that car, and it's almost like putting a parachute on the inside car, pulls it back, and then you see that run start to flow on the outside lane. What you want to do, if you'd like to have the 21 car, if you're in the outside lane, get to your rear bumper right on the exit of the corner and be able to push you all the way down the straightaway. And you hope that's a great shot right there. You can see where the runs are coming from, the momentum in the outside. Next,
this will stack up.
That's going to disrupt all of this because he made it 3 wide. That's going to change things that have happened a row or 2 in front of them as well.
Jumped out of line, had some help. That's Justin Haley behind the 48 in that 11. Matt DiBenedetto on the move early in the 99, making up a lot of ground. You see him there.
Yeah, so Camden placed a bet on the race. He put $25 on Austin Hill finishing worse than 5th and Brandon Jones finishing worse than 11th. Put $25 on that for a $75 payout. Is that like a 2-pick parlay type thing, or is it like each separate bets?
Gripped up pretty well for him.
First 4 laps, this is like high-speed pace laps, 2 by 2 by 2, all the way back through the top 15.
2-pick parlay.
But now,
Grid rival, I've never heard of that.
Seeing some 3 wide and starting to get aggressive throughout the pack.
Well, and it makes you think these guys knew, hey, we haven't been in the cars, we haven't drafted in a while, and trying to get our bearings, get used to this. But here we are, 5 laps in.
Whenever I've done NASCAR bets, I've always done them on DraftKings.
The temptation is real in the draft.
It's actually the only place I've ever done sports betting.
Oh, you see Sammy Smith and Allgaier right there on the bottom. We're able to clear Mayer. Mayer side drafts the 7 again. I would assume Sammy's going to stick with his teammate, knowing that he'll probably stay with him more than what.
Sammy Smith is out to the lead right now.
I
don't know. Is Connor Zilish?
First Gibbs car being Brandon Jones.
Now Connor Zilish is still kind of in like a secondary pack. He's hasn't lost the draft, but he's not running competitively, really. He's just trying to stay out of trouble right now, not risk anything, and then at the end of the stage, or whatever the first caution is, he's going to hand the car over to Parker Kligerman. He'll get the points for this race.
We look at the updated regular season standings as they run on track. Allgaier now up by a point on Zilich.
Yeah, and Zilich told us, he's like, look, I want to stay close enough to the draft that I don't go a lap down if it runs green through the stage break, but I also want to be far enough back that I'm not going to get caught up in the wreck. That position he's in right now, though, he'll have to be careful because I think it was Cesar Beccarello that was right behind him. If there's a caution, you get on the brakes too much, you can get run into. So you got to kind of manage all that.
Sammy Smith in charge of the field.
Damn, Canada's already first in XP? How did that happen?
We're 8 laps in at the World Center of Racing.
Gene, there's a new king in town.
Saw you were scoping out my tires the other day.
I need some new ones. I was going to ask you what those were.
Good eye. Those are Arturo tires. They really grip on the street and the trail. Cute dog, by the way. Stylish all-season tires from a company with an off-road racing heritage. Arturo puts performance within reach.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Toyota legends you can get behind. Meet Tyler Reddick. Crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block. All gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers. All legends. You pick. You in?
You've done so much, Pops. Any words of wisdom for the family?
There is no limit to unlimited wings.
What are you talking about, Jaden? You need to change your at to lowercase a's. Your username already has lowercase a's.
You can get this
or
fixed
one
now
lowercase.
and pay
I
later.
don't know what you're saying. Oh, around goes a 25.
And pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later.
No caution yet.
Payments at safelight.com.
Are we staying green?
Safe Light Replace. These dishes just aren't getting
I think they're staying
Problem
green.
isn't the machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely.
I think that was Harrison Burton.
100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
There's only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 Octane. The highest octane on the market. Only at Sunoco.
Behind every DIY.
It's more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry.
So they stay green. Oh man, that's terrifying. Just that pack driving by that fast and Burton's down on the apron that slow.
What are you working on?
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize
What's your
is
at?
that wetter cleans better.
Well, there's some debris on the apron that might bring out the caution.
And switch to wet extra large studios for the best clean, hands down.
For pain in multiple spots.
I bet Zolish wanted that to be a caution.
Or here, Salon Pass patches. Stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
11 laps in at Daytona. It's Sam Mayer who's in charge of the field. So a Ford is out front, and a Ford has problems. You saw it when we were side by side, and now we get our first caution of the evening. And there you see Harrison Burton. Now the reason for the caution, we understand, is there is some rain. It's not for what happened with Harrison Burton when he got turned around.
There's some
I
rain.
think that they were going to have to throw a caution either way for that crush panel that you see laying in turns 3 and 4.
Caution is for the weather, not the debris. So Parker Kligerman will be getting in the car. I don't know if that'll be now or in like fucking 2-3 hours. You know, depends on this rain.
So they're going to work on the car of Harrison Burton. A whole lot going on earlier, and here's how things got away from him.
Yeah, this is coming off of turn 2. Check up and see what happens to the 25. Oh, it just looks like it was misjudged. I can't tell who that was.
Benedetto, I believe, that slid up. You know, he had been really driving through the field Tries to slide up behind him. It looked like, and as you said, just misjudged a little bit.
Yeah, misjudged it by a foot or two. Yeah, it's interesting to see whether they were telling him clear or not. He would have made that move on his own, knowing the speed, you know, that the 25 or the momentum he had on the outside. But yeah, clearly see right there hooks Harrison Burton, and that's huge, Adam. We talked about Harrison having that 30-point cushion on the playoffs. This completely changes his race, because even though, as you see the cow panel blowing off right
Apparently
there,
Parker Retzloff has reported he's lost power steering, so that sucks.
Car is not going to have the speed that it did before the
No, this is probably the best track to have that issue. I mean, not that there's ever a good track to have that issue, but that's probably the best one.
Totally not expecting that. Just trying to figure out where that car even came from or who it was. Just minding his own business. But
look at this. I mean, you talk about the advantage coming in 30 points, and now as they run on track, the advantage for Harrison Burton is 8. If you lost a lap, you probably take yourself out of any opportunity to gain stage points tonight. The door is open for Jeb Burton and Ryan Sieg. What really makes this painful is the position they could have been in to get stage points, because they were running right around the top 10. And here comes the 88 of Connor Zilisch.
yeah, this will be fun to watch these guys do this driver swap. Everything they've practiced at the shop earlier this week on how they're going to go about this.
Connor coming down, pit stall number 1, so he'll drive all the way to the front end of pit road, and this is exactly what we anticipated. To follow the action, here's Dylan Welch.
All right, so Kligerman's getting in the car right now. Here is the driver change.
They wanted to actually try and do a little bit of a refresher on this driver change procedure.
All right, so they're getting, yeah, the rain is falling, and it's actually falling a little harder right now. But they are getting Zilisch out. They're unbuckling him as we speak.
2 minutes is the maximum time they're going to get before they go a lap down. So that's kind of their target.
2 minutes, they'll be able to do that in 2 minutes.
As they make this driver change, the seat is basically
Zilisch is out, and Parker is in.
As he climbs aboard, a couple pads in the headrest that you saw the team pull out there. And something interesting to note too, both these drivers, Parker and Connor, have lots of experience doing driver changes. They both race have
Put
both
Dale
raced
in.
sports cars, including here at Daytona and the Rolex 24 Hours.
Yes, there's Connor Zilisch, just got out of the car.
Earlier this week,
He looks pretty good. Looks like he's, you know, held up pretty well in those 12 laps. But yeah, Parker's coming in. He is in right now. He's getting buckled in, and they're putting the steering wheel on. Looks like he's almost all set to go. Putting the window net up, I think. Or no, they're messing with his Hans. Getting his Hans already.
And I would just tell you guys, I've done a lot.
Yeah, that rain is falling.
From running the 24 hours of Daytona. It never goes as well.
Yeah, put Dale Senior in.
It's the race time. All that practice you have in the shop, everybody is just so calm.
And now they're putting the window net up.
The heat of the car and of the drivers and everything.
But they gotta go. Gotta go.
It's so much different. But as
Go.
Dylan mentioned, they both have a little bit of a history of doing this. And as Parker gets,
Don't know why he's not going. There he goes. So that was the driver change. That's always an interesting thing to watch. I always like watching that. They got that done, and I think about, what was that, a minute or so?
The biggest thing here is that they didn't lose a lap.
Didn't lose a lap. Yeah, that's the main thing. So on my scoring thing, it will, I think, still say Connor Zilisch for the remainder of the race. But just remember that it is Parker Kligerman.
At the end of the stage.
I might even put up a little note for that.
Not for this. We'll follow up on all of it when we return.
Safe light repair. Safe light replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Champion Sun. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe light repair. Safe light replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive, drive more beautifully.
From local shops in Portland, Maine, to national garages in Portland, Oregon,
Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service are here to keep your business moving at full speed.
At SNHU, we support you from the beginning.
There we go.
Admissions called me and said, "What do you
Let's put that little note up for you guys.
To attend school in the morning or in the afternoon?" And
4-car has its hood up.
"We have that here for you."
That is Caesar Vaccarella.
With my bachelor's.
You balanced work and life as an online student. Congratulations.
Stay the course, because Southern New Hampshire University just gave me that spark back to say, like, it is possible. Go to smhu.edu.
Your rain's falling. It doesn't look like it's that bad right now at the
Picture
moment.
this. It's 102 in the shade, and you're closer to the sun than anyone. But it's cool, because you're cool. You're geared up in true work. High-performance workwear engineered for skilled pros who demand the best. Light, airy, flexible, and strong. This is technical gear.
Connor Kligerman.
So you can show them what you're really capable of. When the temperature and the stakes are rising, True Work helps you be your best when your best matters most. No sweat. Welcome to the Proving Ground. Welcome to fist bumping, cylinder thumping, metal crunching. Big hits right there. It's all or nothing for 26 weeks of the year.
The wait is finally over.
Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, only on the CW.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Halfway through the opening stage for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Daytona, getting a little rain, so we're under caution. A whole lot happening in the first 15 laps. Let's get an update, Team 88, and send it down to Dylan Welch.
Yeah, and ultimately job done today for Connor Zilisch. Took care of the race car and has turned it over now to Parker Kligerman. So with the belts tight and everything feel okay for you inside the cockpit?
Yeah, it all felt good. You know, as I expected. I just, like I said before, it's just not worth the risk to put myself in danger of having a big wreck and you know, re-injuring something that's so freshly injured. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I was able to hand it to Parker. There's not many guys I'd rather have than him. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch him. Obviously sucks getting out of a car that's as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and I know is capable of winning the race, but I got confidence in Parker that he'll do a good job.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. You've seen somebody else drive your car from the start of the race to the finish earlier today. Was it tough to get out of it and watch it drive away, not being behind the wheel of it?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about it. Like earlier this week, I was like, man, this is going to be, you know, I know that I'm not good enough, and you know, today came, and every day I've started feeling better, and I was like, man, I wish I could just stay in. Nobody pulled me out, but, you know, it's part of it. It shouldn't be part of it, but because I fell off my race car, it is part of it. So, yeah, you know, I'm glad that I have a team that sticks behind me through it all, and you know, fortunate to have a car that's really fast.
Getting a quickie yellow, so it sounds like we are going to be able to continue.
Well, and I'll be cheering him on.
This kid's always in good spirits, and he'll do the team proud, cheering his own race car on the rest of the night tonight.
I can't imagine how hard that is to get out knowing that you feel okay, but I would just say that big picture, you think about the championship and where we're going next week to a road course where we've seen him be dominant all year long. It's the best decision. I mean, you look at some of the wrecks he's had at Daytona earlier this year, Talladega, big hits. Great decision by him as we see Jesse Love and Sanchez coming down pit road here.
Yeah, Progressive pit road is open and a few takers. We start with Kim.
Yeah, including Nick Sanchez in that white and orange 48. It was entry and exit very loose. So loose, in fact, Nick said I almost lost it a couple times. This will be a bit of a longer stop only because they're making significant adjustments on the race car, Dylan.
Same for the 2-car of Jesse Love. Reported early in the run he was all over the place, and then doubled back and said he was all over the splitter and had no rear grip, which was causing him, as you would expect, to be loose. So they'll make a chassis adjustment. You saw that at the right of the screen. 4 tires and fuel for the 2-car.
And here's what I would say. You pit here, and then you can likely run all the way to the end of the second stage on fuel with those caution laps that you get at the end of stage 1. So a little bit of a strategy play here, in addition to the fact you need to button up your race car and get it where it needs to be. Well, the 88 has executed the driver change. Connor Zilisch is out. Parker Kligerman is in. and they executed perfectly, staying ahead of the curve, and they're very much in the game here at Daytona International Speedway.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
A wing with no bone. It's no less a wing. That was beautiful, Pop. Thank you. I love you. I love wings. You too.
There it is.
Zoe?
That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Hey!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Alex Below's season for the ages continues. Incredible! As he looks to move one step closer to matching the single-season wins record in Milwaukee. Sunday at 2 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Get the CNY Central Weather Authority app now. Weather comes at you fast. Get the information you need and keep safe. Download the CNY Central Weather Authority app now.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer event. Great time to buy one of these tech-savvy Ford SUVs, like the all-new 2025 Expedition with the Ford Digital Experience and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. So high-tech, wrapped in luxury. I could get used to this. That's what I'm talking about, Sam.
Right now, lease Explorer for $339 a month for 36 months with $43.39 cash due at signing. Plus, get a 24-month complimentary maintenance plan.
I made a lot of gains saving tackles, but calling a sober ride, that's a real win. I always realize what's at stake. One bad move can change the trajectory of my career, my family, my friends, my teammates, everyone that's depending on me, counting on me. So just being that leader, setting that example every day, knowing that a DUI can not only change your career, but change your life. Call a ride, plan ahead, drive sober, or get pulled over.
Keep summer in gear at the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event. With a Rogue that offers more standard power than CR-V in Tucson. Frontier with a standard V6 unlike Tacoma. And an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus like Pathfinder or Murano. It's no wonder why J.D. Power named Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality. Hurry in to the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models. Or get a low $239 per month lease on road.
Music up, doors off, shades on, Jeep. This is how summer rolls.
Pacific on the CW. Caution comes out halfway through the opening stage here at Daytona for rain. We've not lost the track. They've not brought the cars down pit road. Just one little shower there that's barely catching the track. And if the radar doesn't change and that continues to move east, we should be good. Just got the one to go, in fact. So we've executed the choose. We're ready to restart. Let's go back to what happened to one of our playoff contenders, Harrison Burton, getting turned around.
Yeah, we talked about Matt DiBenedetto just misjudging, moving up, trying to get in line, knowing that outside lane was going to have the pass. Matt's up. Tremendous amount of positions from the start of the race. Let's take a look and listen and see what Matt had to say.
Held at 25, sorry, totally misjudged. Yeah, we're fine. I just misjudged, tried to get up to the top. They checked up at the wrong time, and I just
get a 25 update. Harrison Burton, here's Dylan.
Yeah, a couple things. So when those crush panels blew out, one of them actually came up and hit Harrison in the shoulder. So
It's still raining a little bit.
The crew was in there trying to pour some water on it just to kind of cool it down. He's also got a radio button issue that has fallen off of the steering wheel, it sounds like, and was laying in his lap. So he's working on that. And the biggest thing, back to those crush panels they're working on, just making sure the fumes don't get too bad inside the cockpit. So Danny Eflin and the entire crew been down here just trying to patch this car up during multiple stops under this this caution flag. Let's listen to some team radios. They diagnose several issues here on the 25.
Crazy second, I've got metal in the back of my neck, like in the suit. Like shavings, like you're grinding on something, but worse. Yeah, it sucks.
Boy, these images, him
Look at his
pouring
eyes.
water, on his eyes.
It's almost like his eyelids are stuck shut. You see him trying to get some water on there.
That's not good.
Simply Safe bringing you this onboard look at the glove off. He's pouring the water
That's not
in
good.
there. Just incredible stuff that you're seeing with that Simply Safe onboard camera.
You got to think that when that crush panel came out and the tire cut down, there's fabric off the tires, the debris off the track. That some of
I don't know exactly what they said happened. Some of the metal shavings in his eyes.
Maybe some of those shavings have gotten in his eyes.
NASCAR did add a lap before we return to the green flag, so it's going to be a couple of minutes here before we get racing again to end the stage.
That's going to be hard. I mean, you have to have perfect vision. You're constantly looking way ahead, making all these split-second decisions. Take a look right here. You're going to see him grab his shoulder. Oh, you see that?
See the debris flying in there.
Yeah, you can see that. That's when he's driving back to pit road slowly on the track, and that metal came up. Look at that. Wow. And you can see the debris also flying around inside the car right there. That's fabric, I think, probably from the tire or just debris off of the racetrack. He's had so far with the radio button, the tire blowing out, the fact that got up and hit him in the back of the neck, that his eyes, like he obviously has something in that left side eyeball because it doesn't want to open. You know, you can see like as he relaxes that it almost wants to go shut again.
Well, he had the spin, and he did a great
No.
job of keeping it off the wall.
So we're going green.
But no caution comes out because he didn't hit it.
Nope, I guess we're not.
He lost 2 laps in the cycle, got 1 lap back when we get the caution that came out for rain, and we're going to get another caution here in 10 laps.
Should just have stopped the race.
But NASCAR has now added 1 more lap before we return to the green flag, and I'm assuming they just want to make sure, where the track is as far as its condition with the rain that we've had. 88 had already made a couple of pit stops with the driver change. They came down for service, and Parker Kligerman coming back down now, Dylan.
And as you guys talked about, they did pit once just to make that change, then came down and made the regular kind of routine service. They couldn't do that. They could have done it, but didn't want to do it during a closed pit. So that was what you saw there. And then this is, I think, just another strategy move. You're at the back. You never have enough fuel, right? You never know how these races are going to play out. And ultimately, the more you fill up here, if you do want to come.
We've been under caution for a long time now. It's been like 20 minutes just under caution.
So, Marty Lindley is crafty,
Like
and
we should have just
be a move that maybe pays dividends.
red flagged it.
The other thing I would say here, just reminding everyone how this works when you have a driver that gets in mid-race. Connor Zilic will get all the race points. So any stage points that come and the points that Parker's able to win at the end of the night for the race. If Parker were to win a stage and get a playoff point for that, or come back and win this race and get the 5 playoff points, those would not go to Connor Zilic. So tonight, as far as Connor is concerned, he can gain race points, but cannot take in any playoff points for what happens here tonight. And we're riding on board Justin Allgaier. This is the Hellman's onboard camera, 4th in the lineup for our reigning champ.
You still see some raindrops hitting the windshield, the top right of your screen.
Are we gonna go green or not?
We say this every time you come here and you have weather. It's such a big track. It can rain at one end and not be raining at the other. But I would say that that radar looked pretty optimistic to me. We can get through the next 10 or 15 minutes. I think we're going to be good for the
Nope,
rest of the
we're adding a lap.
Lights are on again, so we're going to take a
Dude,
break.
this is fucking ridiculous.
One of the best ways to
Just
keep
either
the track
stop
in
it or
the
don't.
peak condition is with these cars out there. If you don't get a heavy rainstorm, just some light rain keeping us under caution here Daytona.
All right, so they are gonna red flag the race.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Make you feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet for my husband.
Now this is just a rain, no lightning.
Rabbit named Sweet. It's Swedish. That's a whole rabbit. Named Sweet.
Well, there's really no need for a lucky charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit. Named Sweet.
Sarah Benzino.
Should have literally done that like 7-8 laps ago. Wasted so many fucking caution laps. And then if they have to drive the track and drive pit road.
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums for kids or
So red flag is out.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Spa.
Come on, fucker. Red flag is out at 8:43.
Investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. If you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your mobile plan, paying for stuff you don't need. Until now. Introducing the new MyBiz plan from Horizon Business. Choose exactly what you want. Pay only for what you need. When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Right now, get our best price as low as $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. MyBiz plan, only from Horizon Business.
Love your plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including a cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
So William Byron has to start at the rear and do a stop and go after taking the green. Rudy Fugle has been ejected. That's for tomorrow night's race.
Safe light repair.
It's kind of crazy.
Safe light replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe light repair. Safe light replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
Welcome to the Proving Ground.
So the stuff that was in Harrison Burton's eyes, he said that he was able to get it out, so that's good.
Metal crunching. Big hit right there. It's all or nothing. For 26 weeks of the year.
The wait is finally over.
Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Only on the
Wasted 20 fucking minutes riding around under caution just to red flag it. Should have red flagged it immediately.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx.
Drivers are told to stay in their cars, though, at the moment.
And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. I felt like a real genius because we're going to break, and I said, you know, one of the great ways to keep heating a track when you're getting some rains is leave the cars out there. And just as soon as I say that, we go to break. And our first caution of the night is turned to red. They brought everyone down pit road, and you can see the AMR safety team has gone right over to Harrison Burton to check on him.
That's good.
This is something we've never seen before. The debris inside the car and the discomfort that he was experiencing there.
Yeah, they obviously saw the same thing where, you know, as he was rolling around trying to get back to pit road.
So the AMR safety team went to check on Harrison Burton.
And the rubber starts going to the tire.
Looks like he's all good.
The crush panel out right there, and once that crush panel is out, there's an opening inside the car, and so you can see that tire from the inside. And something came up and came inside of his car, and it's incredible that it even fit between the headrest and the seat. But you can see that fly up in there. Obviously hit him in the neck or the shoulder. He's holding that. And then just the debris, his visor is cracked right there as he's rolling back to pit road. And something then got, not one of his eyes, but it looked like it was in both. And I would say this red flag, if you want to call it a blessing, it is for Harrison to be able to come in and get another bottle of water and be able to just get your bearings and figure out. He had the radio button issue. had something in it.
Drivers are staying in their cars at the moment. The covers aren't even on the cars.
But I would say I'm encouraged by the fact that he's on pit road now. He's stopped, and he appears to be in a much better place than he was when he was riding around and he was dumping the water and all of that.
When we were coming to green, the one time I'm like, I don't think he can go green because I don't think he can see right now. But as we look at that, it's like whatever was in his eyes is now out. See a rear view mirror adjustment right there for Jeb.
Let's get an update on that 27, Kim.
Yeah, so Jeb Burton, cousin to Harrison Burton, also with an issue. So we have both kind of bubble guys with issues during this Daytona race. Jeb, though, it's a brake issue. Early in the run, he described the brakes as pulsing a little when he was pushing them. Crew chief Mark Setzer came on and said, there's way too much brake glow for a super speedway, likely an issue, so maybe dial some rear brake into it. This is the most recent radio transmission, though.
I've always used the brakes. You know, I got to use the brakes so I don't hit the guy in front of me, but I'll try not to use them quite as much. Mark, just be watching the rotors this time to see if it does it again.
Well, you wouldn't use enough brake here to make the rotors glow. I mean, you might use a lot of guys will not roll all the way out the throttle, use the brake as you're managing the draft and those gaps that you have, but he's not going to use enough. There would be a brake issue if the rotors are glowing, like whether it's a caliper sticking or a master cylinder not releasing. But you wouldn't typically see brake rotors glow.
Great view of Jeb just sitting in the race car there and probably collecting his thoughts and
yeah, that would not have been very fun
before we go green, and you can see everything going on there inside that race car, courtesy of our state water heaters onboard camera. And I'm just thinking about the situation for Jeb, what Harrison's dealt with, and then I go to Ryan Sieg, right? Because so many factors coming into tonight that you knew this was the race. Those drivers could win, lock themselves into the playoffs, or you could have the craziness happen like what we're seeing unfold and open the door for someone to have a huge gain from a points perspective.
Well, and as Harrison had his issue, I was in my mind thinking there's a long ways to go. Like he's not out of this yet, because all it takes is Sieg or Jeb to get caught up in a wreck in the next stage, and he might still have his same advantage going into Portland next weekend. But man, the stress of points. I mean, you work all year long, and here we are, 3 races to go, and Harrison just not doing anything wrong gets wiped out from the misjudgment of Matt DiBenedetto on the backstretch, and that results in everything else that's happened over the last 10 minutes to him. And then the fact that it looked like Jeb was sitting in a good position, and now he might have a brake issue. Honestly, I think I'd rather be in Harrison's position, knowing what I have, versus the unknowns of what Jeb has with possibly having a brake issue.
As we sit here under the red flag at Daytona, we remind you WWE NXT is the baddest brand in sports entertainment with the best female division. Catch an all-new NXT Tuesday, 8/7 Central right here on the CW. Here's Kim with a special guest.
Yeah, we're very glad to welcome Vic Joseph to the broadcast. He is the voice of NXT, so essentially play-by-play announcer for WWE NXT. You were telling me, though, this is your first race ever. You're very excited. What are you most looking forward to seeing tonight?
Well, my cousin Phil was a diehard NASCAR fan. Loved Martin Truex Jr. now, so I'm excited to be here because I feel he's here with me and I don't get to see him much. But just to be around the atmosphere, I mean, this is Daytona International Speedway. It's a place like no other. And the first time I was walking under the tunnel and I heard the cars go over me, I kind of freaked out. The hair kind of grew on the back of my neck. It was awesome.
I love the energy, and that's the thing about WWE, NXT, and NASCAR. They both are high-energy sports. From what you've seen so far, what are the parallels between the two?
Well, for the Xfinity Series specifically, the next step is the Cup Series. Well, NXT, the next step is Raw or SmackDown. So that's kind of like getting your feet wet, getting some stuff underneath you, picking up a few wins, picking up some momentum, and really learning and honing in on your craft to take that next step. So as much as the race, the Cup drivers out here at the Xfinity Series want to win Daytona at the next level, the NXT Superstars want to main event WrestleMania. So that's really a good parallel between the two.
We call it the series where names are made.
That's very true. So kind of the same thing in the WWE. You can make moments. We're all about being moment makers on NXT.
We love that. We're going to let you enjoy the race. You pulling for anybody specific?
You know what? I just want a safe race, a clean race, and this weather to go away. That's what I want right now.
All right, we love it. Vic Joseph, the voice of NXT.
They're really not, like, it's just both offenses are not, it's a pitching duel, you know?
Still some precipitation in the area. We have not lost the track. And here is the updated radar. Just about to sneak by, and then we can dry everything out and get back to racing here at Daytona.
Wow, it's even more impressive in person.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey man, I'm focusing on NASCAR tonight.
Hey, no touching the eyes.
Get your first month free at BlueChew.com.
Lamborghini Huracan, Hennessy Velociraptor, and $100,000 cash. This is the biggest sweepstakes yet. Hey, I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Ridge. Every year we give you the chance to win big. All you have to do is go to ridge.com, buy anything, and you're out of the So good luck.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Sky Rizzy helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Sky Rizzy, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC. Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Sky Rizzy is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Bring the heat with Blue Chew. Speak with a licensed medical provider at BlueChew.com to find out if Blue Chew is right for you.
Red flag out for rain here at Daytona. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on a Friday night. Glad you're with us on CW. We have not lost the track, but turn 3 a bit of a concern. So NASCAR wants to get that dried up before we can go racing once again.
I think we've lost him.
Maybe we have.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
You know, it's been a long day for Harrison Burton as well. I mean, we're just getting started.
So a little bit of drying going on in turn 3.
Let's dial up driver 25 here.
Hey, Harrison, it's Jamie Mack in the CW booth. You got me?
Yes, I've got you.
Wow, 21 laps in, you've had a lot happen to you so far. We see from this in-car perspective, we saw it looked like you got hit in the back or the shoulder, the neck with something. Saw you grab that and then something in your eye. Just take us through that whole procedure. What happened to you?
Yeah, not the most fun, but you know we'll be fine. Just blew the crush panels out when it's fun out there and trying to get back to pit road. I just kept blowing through the crush panels behind me, and I guess that's what came up and hit me. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I've never really had something like that, and then I didn't even notice I had something in my eye until the caution. We kind of got calmed down there. So I'm all good. Thankfully, thanks to everyone at NASCAR and the AM group for building me a safe race car. Obviously, still in the race. Just got to get back on the lead lap, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, how much damage do you think you have to your car? I mean, obviously the crush panels are blown out. Do you feel like you drug anything off as you got back to pit road? I mean, where do you feel like you're at right there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if my crew chief is lying or not. He says it looks pretty good, but, you know, we obviously lost the hood flaps there. I can see that, so he couldn't lie about that. But everything else looks fine. You know, I think we'll be back in the game from what I could tell, just riding around under caution, trying to get Cal back up. I felt fine. Everything is still straight. Never hit anything, just, you know, maybe a little bit of quarter panel damage just from beating it up with a tire. That's all.
Well, I think crew chiefs have been known to tell a fib or two, but I will tell you from our perspective, it looks pretty good on the outside other than the cow flaps. Good luck tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the race.
You drivers always hang together, but I do want to give some love to Danny Eflin, who's been a tremendous leader for this team. He and Harrison both. But Danny on the pit box has maximized these races.
Great job.
And on days when they didn't have it, he was able to make something out of it. And on days when they were in a position, they went out and really overachieved. And for them to be in this position is just outstanding. And, you know, he's racing for a playoff position with his cousin Jeb. We've talked so much about it. Listen to 27 radio talking about what's been going on with cousin Harrison.
I will say Harrison's got a little horse up his. He wrecks at Indy, doesn't hit anything. He wrecks in front of the whole field at Daytona. He doesn't hit anything. He's a lucky little. We're just gonna keep winning our race like we have all year.
Well, that sounds a little bitter. It was I kind of got out of that, Adam. It's family, right? So you don't ever want to root against them, but he's right. In racing, you do have to be a little bit lucky, and things have to go your way. And I'm a big fan of that. You make your own luck, and sometimes things don't go your way, and you make the most out of it. But yeah, it's a good little family rivalry right there. I like it.
What a wild day we've had here at Daytona.
We've had a lot of wild days here on the CW.
Yes, we have. Lightning and qualifying canceled and everything that's happened at the first stage of the race. Track looking good, though, here in Central Florida.
Hopefully we can go back under yellow soon.
Did you bring it?
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, had B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ready for liftoff? You will be. With Blue Chew, your confidence takes flight. It's not just a boost, it's a whole new attitude. Blue Chew, it's out of this world.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. Of course, we are still under a red flag due to rain. We see that being dealt with on the track right now, and I am here in the CW garage. Carla Metz here. Big news this week for the Xfinity Series 2. Beginning in 2026, O'Reilly Auto Parts will become the entitlement partner of NASCAR's rebranded developmental series, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And guess what? Speaking of 2026, next season's schedule has officially been released as of this week with additions of San Diego, Chicagoland, of course, Rockingham also going to return for the second season in a row. And, of course, the big change, the championship going to be back at Homestead, Miami. And it's also been just a wild 2 weeks for Connor Zillage. He's been in PT twice a day, told me that earlier this week since getting that collarbone repaired. Of course, he was cleared for full range of motion just on Thursday, but we did see him get out of the car. Of course, Parker Kligerman now in the car. He's going to be sitting there cheering on his team. You got to think there's always a risk of big hits at drafting tracks. Zillage, of course, already subject to that at Talladega earlier this year. Hurt his back earlier in the season, had bruises all the way down his body. The risk just not worth the full race for this 88 team. And we've got a lot more coming up here as we get ready to go back green at Daytona International Speedway. We'll have that and more when we come back on the CW.
Wow, it's even more impressive in person.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But
They're saying rain may last another 10 to 15 minutes at this point.
Insane.
Hey, no touching the odds.
I'm just going to lay here for the moment. My dog.
Get your first month free at BlueChew.com.
Lamborghini Huracan, Hennessy Velociraptor, and $100,000 cash. This is the biggest sweepstakes yet.
Hey, I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Ridge.
Every year we give you the chance to win big. All you have to do is go to ridge.com, buy anything, and you're automatically entered. So good luck.
My moderate to severe Crohn symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling the Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Sky Rizzy helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Sky Rizzy, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Sky Rizzy is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 five-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Bring the heat with Blue Chew. Speak with a licensed medical provider at BlueChew.com to find out if Blue Chew is right for you.
What do you do? Oh, the Macarena, apparently.
Is that what that is?
Look at that. Look at him. That might be. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's the calling.
I think Chris Rice actually teaches the dance.
Oh, I bet Chris Rice can do it. Oh, boy.
You know what we got to do here? I mean, we interviewed Connor Zilic after he got out of the car. I think we need to talk to Parker Kligerman now.
Hey, Parker, it's Jamie and Adam. You got us?
Gotcha, buddy.
All right, we only have a couple minutes, so don't talk too long. But we just want to know, you comfortable in the car? I mean, is the red flag actually a nice way to get settled in and then get ready to go here?
Well, I appreciate it. You know I've never been short of words, so I'll try my best. But thank you, CW, for letting me do this, and obviously honored that Dale Jr. and Connor no one reached out. I was pretty nerve-wracked there getting into the car. I was glad to have had my driver change practice at the Rolex earlier this year, so I kind of knew how it was going to go. We prepared well, and that was pretty seamless. But yeah, the red flag obviously helped me just get a couple things into here. A little better place. There's still a lot to figure out and feel out. As you know, it's like stepping into someone else's office. So, you know, you don't know where everything is. So that'll take me a little bit of time, but definitely this has helped us out.
Well, you finished third in this race last year. I mean, what's your comfort level? I mean, you haven't been in the Xfinity car in a while, and I mean, what's your plan here when we go back racing? Is it kind of get a feel for it? Is it just get to the front as quick as you can? I mean, what's your mindset?
Well, first and foremost, I can't wait to get the bear flowing here because it's pretty steamy. Jamie, I think you and I were pretty hot in the pre-race show in Indianapolis. This might eclipse that slightly and slightly more steamy. But, yeah, I think you know this. Like, you just got to kind of figure it out and take it step by step and try to see what you feel in the car, and if you feel like you can start to make moves, how comfortable you are with that. I think, you know, still racing the truck a little bit this year has helped and definitely, you know, give up my confidence level to be able to hop in a car like this. And I had good notes for the last couple of years, my time in big machine racing, so that helps as well. It sort of, you know, takes away some of the anxiety of just hopping in a car and trying to remember everything that you learned in those years. So that's all adding up, but it's definitely going to be a step-by-step process, and I hope for, you know, Marty Lindley, Dale Jr., and everyone on this team, I can do a good job and get them back up front where they belong, and, you know, I think there's been some pretty heavy hitters behind the wheel of this car this year, Connor Zilic.
Well, first off, we're shocked to hear you complain, Parker, because you never complain about anything. And second off, we just wish you the best of luck. It's going to be fun to watch you come from the back and work your way up through there. We know you're really good at these type tracks, and we can't wait to watch. So good luck, man.
Thanks, buddy. Sorry I'm not up there. I miss you guys.
We'll see you next week. Parker back with us for the broadcast at Portland when we go racing in the Northwest. And now we hear from the boss, Dale Jr. Dylan.
Yeah, that's right. It's been, I'm sure, a whirlwind couple of weeks for everybody on this team, including the boss, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So let's give Parker his flowers here. Why was he the right guy for the job in this situation?
Well, they're about the same size. Trying to get somebody in and out of the car and get them in there comfortable is important. And Parker all but won the truck race here earlier this year. And so it's just we have a working relationship, you know, that you're well aware of. He's a great guy, good friend, and I felt like that he would be excited to do it. And really, there's, you know, not too much else thought put into it. You know, we want to give Connor the opportunity to get in the car and start, and hoping he was going to be well enough to do that. But we never considered him doing any more than that, and so we needed somebody. And Parker was excited. He had a trip to Italy that I think his better half was worried about. That might disrupt his trip that he planned, but everything worked out really good. So I'm very thankful for him. He's a great guy, great sport, and he's coming here, great attitude. The guys are excited about what we can do tonight.
And for Connor, we've talked so much about him this year, but in these moments that are obviously very trying for anybody, especially for a 19-year-old, what kind of resilience and just maturity have you seen from him?
He's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of strange, to be honest with you, because he's so mature for his age, and you kind of gotta hold him back a little bit in these type of situations. We want to race for a championship, but we can't risk the next 2 decades of what he can possibly do behind the wheel of a race car. That's not worth it. So we will do whatever we need to do to make sure that we hand him off to his next opportunity in a good place and ready to go and rock. So he's already exceeded expectations this year for us and helped us have a really exciting, awesome year. But we'll see what we can do the rest of the season. But yeah, we just wanted to make all the right decisions that were good for his career long term, and try to make sure that he understands how to prioritize today versus the next 20 years.
All right, last thing before we let you go. Are we going to hear you on the radio at all, talking to Parker at all tonight? Have you given that any thought?
I found Channel 2, and so I do a lot of talking on Channel 2 to the spotter. And Josh Williams, he's a great spotter. He'll send my message if he thinks it's worthy for the driver. But I plan on moving up down pit road and kind of helping all these guys a little bit if I can. And the things happen so fast here. It's really, and spotters are filling up the radio. It's not a lot of opportunity really for me to dive in. But under caution, maybe there's some things that I can do to help some guys. If I feel like they need to pick up the urgency a little bit, right? Go take every run, right? Lead every lap. That's kind of the attitude that I think can serve you well in these kind of races.
He certainly knows. Thanks for your time, Dale. Good luck.
Appreciate y'all.
Hall of Famer, so he's an asset anywhere, but man, at Daytona and in the draft, Dale is just such a good sounding board for all of these drivers. And such an honor for Parker to get the call. I mean, I know we joke and have fun with Parker because he's our teammate and that's what we do, but the reality is to get a call from Dale Jr. and for him to enlist his trust in you at a place like this under these circumstances is such a big deal. And you talk about a proud car owner. We talk about the chance to win a championship and all that, and they're going to have plenty of bullets in the gun when it comes to the postseason. But think about what they've done this year. 13 wins, 6 different drivers.
Yeah, no surprise that Connor was able to get it done at Coda on a road course. And then you see Allgaier went on that incredible stretch right there. Homestead. Sammy Smith's able to get the win at Rockingham.
Kyle Larson does it at Texas, filling in for Zilich. Allgaier gets back after it at Nashville.
This was a big win here. Suarez, yeah, be able to win his home country at Mexico, and then the Zilich train started again.
Shane Van Gisbergen does it at Chicago. Then he was second at Sonoma to Zilich, who started a run of 3 in a row in wine country, Dover, and then he kissed the bricks. That was victory number 100 all time for JRM, and we all know what happened a couple of weeks ago. 6th win of the year for Zilich. He's won 4 of the last 5. And then, of course, fell off the car in victory lane and the injury. But started the race tonight, came down under caution, got out of the car. They executed the driver change perfectly, and now Parker Kligerman sits behind the wheel. There you look at it. Most wins by most number of drivers to go to victory lane in a season by an organization ever.
Yeah, the one thing I think we got to point out about Connor Zillage as well is I know he won the race last year for Dale Jr., but he's tied for third on most wins in junior motorsports history. It has only been there for, not even a year, not even a full season yet. It's been awesome to see what Connor's been able to pull off.
The respect industry-wide for Connor Zillage is at such a high level. It's been fun to watch the season that he has put together. So we continue to wait. Just a lingering shower. We've not lost the track, but it's going to be some time before we go green. And hey, grab a stack, dance, and have a little fun.
A little dancing.
That's what we do when we're red. Let it rip.
Did you bring it?
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free, and our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the things that just will never come out.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, no touching the arm!
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
Let's go back to 2022 summer race, Daytona. Jeremy Clements able to get the victory. Look at that. I mean, it's so cool for him. Caution came out. Able to come back around. Second career victory. Put him in the playoffs. Actually, they had problems in the inspection line, so they got the win, had it taken away. They appealed it, got it back, and he's another driver you can't count out tonight. One of the great veterans of the Xfinity Series. Let's talk to him.
Hey, Jeremy, this is Jamie Mack up in the CW booth. You got me?
Got you loud and clear, Jamie.
I think I was going to scream wake up before you're going to talk to us again. Look, we just watched your highlight of winning here in 2022. I mean, what sticks out to you about that day?
Man, what a special night that was. It was another rain-delayed race. Got started real late, and we survived all the chaos. Was able to put ourselves in position to race up front for the victory, and man, what an awesome night. Very unexpected, Jamie, honestly. So was just so cool to be a part of it and win at Daytona. Such a privilege to even race at this track. So to win here is icing on the cake, man.
Well, tonight's another special night. You moved to number 3 on the all-time starts list in the Xfinity Series behind Kenny Wallace and Jeff Green. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment, Jeremy.
Yeah, thank you. That is an unbelievable stat. I've been here a long time, still blessed to do what I love to do, and be out here racing cars for a living is pretty dang cool, man. So just living it up, enjoying the time I got here, and hopefully survive the chaos that's going to come tonight and get this all-stop electric Chevy in victory lane.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you've learned in the first 21 laps here of your car tonight. I mean, you feel like you have a car that you can win with tonight? I mean, where do you feel like that you're stacking up?
Yeah, with no practice, you know, our Chevy is a little darty right now, and it's a little bit of a hand pull. So I actually kind of, Richard called him my spotter. Like, back out if you think you want to, and so I did. And so I'm going to let Case and the guys make some adjustments and get this Chevy driving better for me so I can go as fast as Xfinity Mobile win. But the speed it did have was promising, and it would suck up. So it's all there, so we just got to get to lap 100 and have this thing one piece to have a shot at it.
All right, well, good luck tonight. And just make you feel any better, everyone we talked to has complained about the way their cars are driving tonight. So I think it's kind of a common theme throughout the field, and we wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. That's good to know. And, hey, hopefully we'll talk after the race, after we win the race. Thank you.
That would be cool.
That would be good.
Old from Spartanburg, South Carolina. You know, you have the numbers there and where he fits in on the all-time start list. And if he sticks with it and comes back in 2026, next summer, he'll become the all-time leader. He passed Jeff Green and Kenny Wallace about 25 races or so away from clinching that. It's been a fun career for him. And I will say, you know, this is a family operation. Every time you walk in the garage, you see his dad, Tony, hanging around. There's been times when his dad, Tony, actually served as the crew chief on this car. For a long time, built the engines for this 51. They just stick with it and always find a way. And the fact that he has been able to take this family operation and win a couple of times at this level is really special, and just such a fresh approach and attitude, and a real fun guy, easy to root for.
Well, his attitude's contagious. When we met with him earlier this year, before the season started, I feel like when he left, we all had a smile on our face and we're laughing. He just has such a good outlook on life, and his perspective on everything is awesome, and he's a favorite among the fans just because of that attitude, and hard not to want to pull for a guy like that.
As we wait things out here at Daytona, let's go back to our studio in Carver.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah, we know Daytona is always a big race, but this one is also meaningful as it's the 6th year that the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation
They should have let the drivers get out of their cars.
and the Cup Series for honor a cancer hero, running names of cancer heroes on the car. And Carson Quapple sponsoring 3 special stories of Rick Ballman, Mike Frank, and Stephanie Kearns. Now, Kearns underwent breast cancer treatment 2 separate times in her journey. Her favorite driver, none other than the #1 of Carson Quapple. And get this, if Carson were to possibly sneak a win, steal a win tonight, Kearns is in attendance and would be able to see that. So just a really great initiative in NASCAR. Kim?
Yeah, and as we look at some of those cancer heroes presented by Advent Health, on the driver's side name rail of William Sawalich's car, you'll see the name Alex Santelman. That was one of William's best friends. They've known each other since 1st grade. They grew up together in Minnesota. But on January 1st of this year, Alec woke up with pain in his upper right leg and was later diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of bone cancer. Now, despite that devastating news, Alec's resolve has never wavered. Even in the face of cancer, Alec refuses to let go of his dreams. You see him there with his friend William. He plans to attend Bethel University and play football. So some really inspiring stories through this program. So we want to thank Martin Truex Jr. Foundation and the NASCAR Foundation as we honor cancer heroes.
No doubt, Kim, it's been a very special relationship. There you see William Sawalich sitting on the pit lane. And another driver that we have high hopes for tonight when you consider what they've done recently, such a strong summer. And, you know, it didn't work out for them at Watkins Glen. They were caught up in that big crash, but someone that was running really, really strong late in this race in February here at Daytona.
they had a rough start to the season. High hopes with Sawalich coming into this year, and the beginning of the season didn't go. I mean, they had speed, but they just weren't getting the finishes. A lot of accidents. But yeah, I mean, they've been super consistent here of late, and the speed has been there as well. And I just, I've said this about Eckes earlier today. You expect that out of rookies. You're going to have some ups and downs. I think Zilich has set such a high mark for rookies this year that it kind of changes your perspective. But I think Williams done a great job and continues to to get better each week.
When you and I talked to Jeff Mindering a couple of weeks ago, his crew chief, who's a veteran, has worked with so many young drivers, and he couldn't hide the confidence that he has in William and the changes that he's made and the growth that he
Officials channel indicates they feel rain has stopped and just need to run the dryer in a couple more spots and then should be good to go. Oh no, actually, red flag has been lifted.
When we heard that from him, that was outstanding. So they fired the engines, cars are rolling off, and we'll get ready to finish this.
So red flag has been lifted after a 40-minute delay.
All right, let's go. What a night we've had so far.
And
those qualifying
yeah,
canceled because of lightning, and then didn't get going on time to start the race, and got a little bit in, and then had a little bit of rain. We've had it all today, Adam. What's next?
And I would say here we're going to have 7-8 laps to go in the stage when we return to the green flag. And we'll have it for you on the other side of the break. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series live on a Friday night. It's happening on the CW, and we're glad you're here.
As a director, confidence was always my strong suit, but psoriasis stripped it away until I got clearer skin. With Bimzelx,
caution actually came out over an hour ago.
Only Bimzelx.
But
IL-17A
red flag came out 40 minutes ago.
Bimzelx can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicide.
So yeah, red flag has been lifted. It was a 40-minute delay. Cars are rolling again, and it shouldn't be too long until we're back racing.
Or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough.
Hope we're good till the end of the night.
Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriasis.
The race would be official at lap 50.
Wings to go.
We got boneless buffalo wings, garlic parmesan, sweet chili, and a whole stack of napkins in case it gets messy. Right, Pop?
I've been eating wings since before you had teeth.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words?
Just one. It's a long one. Don't much risk.
That's why you need a real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Behind every DIY
is more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick. I wonder if I can link two hoops together. Perfect. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
What are you working on? How can I help? I'm here to tell us. Switch to Gusto for payroll, benefits, and even 401k. It's always such a headache, man. But Gusto, it's effortless. Like looking cool in this jacket. Okay.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
Looking for a cable news network which respects all Americans? Then you have a new home with News Nation. See why News Nation is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your
So we'll have just a few laps to go on the stage when we go back green.
Let's do a little 21 radio. Here's Austin Hill as we anticipate the green.
So if we get back going, you're saying that it could potentially be like a lap 50 thing, or what are you saying? You can just pop it up like it wasn't anything there, other than sweet little cell that's on top.
The lights are off of the pace car. We're actually getting ready to go back green right now.
So lap 50 is the halfway point. That would make tonight's race official. And I would say normally you could have a red flag and drive the track and all that later. But the reality is
pace
we've
car's
already had
off.
such a long delay, so
And here we go. After a 40-minute delay, green flag is back in the air. We are back racing at Daytona.
Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith.
Those front four guys all locked together trying to get an advantage here. Saw this on the last start. Took multiple laps for that to get sorted out. We only got 7 laps to go here before the end of the stage.
Welcome back, Jaden.
Paul Guyer, we know racing for that regular season championship, wants to get as many stage points as he can right here. He got his teammate right in front of him, Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith got to win at Rockingham. Wants those playoff points. Take everything you can get. Same for Sam Mayer, who got the win at Iowa.
Gotta think the intensity for all these guys, if they think they're only going to race till lap 50 or halfway of this, is going to pick up. But we got to get to the end of the stage first.
The other thing I would say is this could be a little bit of a dress rehearsal for a late restart if we are able to go the scheduled distance. When you put yourself in these positions, you can learn what you might be able to do later on if a similar circumstance arises. 6 to go in the stage.
Only 6 to go in the stage. It was a 7-lap shootout to end the stage. 6 to go right now.
6 rows to the blue and white car. You see Anthony Alfredo had a big run on the outside. Christian Eckes pulled up and blocked him in turns 3 and 4 the last time by. Had a little bit of momentum here. We'll see if he tries to sneak back to the outside. It's so far around on the very top if they're too wide on the bottom.
5, 6 rows deep, 2 wide, some 3 wide back there. As they come through the tri-oval, back to the start-finish line, 5 to go, stage 1.
Just dead even on the front. Like neither of those lanes can get any momentum built up. They keep using the side draft to slow each other down. 21 car, the splitter is all over the ground. You see on the entry of the corner and the exit.
Junior Motorsports train down low. Sammy Smith in front of Paul Guyer. Carson Quapple behind them. Jeff Burton hops out of line. The red, white, and yellow 27.
Yeah, and when they hop out of line, depending on which side they go, it'll hurt one of those lanes. When they get 3 wide like that, I would think the outside lane is going to have the advantage with more cars being in it. Just getting back in lane 2 wide now, all the way back. See Sammy Smith trying to work that side draft, but Mayer, neither of those guys can shake each other. You almost got to let enough laps run out that some handling comes into this, or somebody has to check up, gets tied off the corner, loses that little bit of momentum.
4 to go on the stage. Mayer has led 15 laps, 11 out front for Sammy Smith. When do you make the move? How aggressive do you get?
Well, you see Austin Hill right there getting a little more aggressive.
You know, there's an issue with Parker Kligerman, it looks like. Maybe not. It just looked like he was losing some speed.
Parker hanging in the back. They've made several pit stops. They're ahead on fuel. Likely going to stay out at the end of the stage. They just don't want to be in the middle of the mess.
That makes sense.
If it happens here, ending stage 1, 3 to go as they come by this time.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel did update their logo, and apparently everyone's pissed about it. How did they go woke? I don't see the correlation there. Changing your logo, what does it have to do with going woke?
If you're Austin Hill on the outside, where do I want to get to the rear bumper of Mayer and give him the push that he needs? Sammy Smith side drafted again on the exit of the corner. They're 3 wide, about 6 or 7 rows back. Is that going to mess the momentum up out front? I don't like that Allgaier can't stay closer to the 8 car. Sammy Smith on the inside. You see they can't stay connected. All those Junior Motorsports cars now have about a car length in between them. That's got to get the advantage to the outside of Sam Mayer, Austin Hill, Brandon Jones. See, Mayer finally is able to clear them. Brandon Jones giving Austin Hill a little bit of a push.
2 to go, opening stage. Outside lane in control. Mayer, black and green, 41. Drafting help from Austin Hill.
Yeah, and if you're Mayer, you would have thought he would have went down and blocked the 8 when he saw that little bit of a run coming there when he finally got clear of it. He chooses to stay up in front of Austin Hill. Must feel like that's going to be the best push.
Outside lane, Christian Eckes is there. 4th car in line, right behind him. Anthony Alfredo in a 42.
Look how much tighter that top lane can stay together than the bottom, but it doesn't seem to be hurting the speed of the bottom lane.
All right, coming to the final lap of the stage.
More momentum as you see Allgaier now moving up to side draft. He's probably the most aggressive side drafter in the Xfinity series. It's really hard to do the side draft when you're on the bottom. It's much easier when you're on the outside to manage that. Because you're kind of looking out your left side driver's window and just judge it so much easier than you can on the bottom.
Off of turn 2, final time, opening stage. Then he at the front. It continues to be
Side-by-side battle with Mayer and Sammy Smith for the stage win. Oh, man, here they come. Get a little crazy now. Oh, man. Oh, trouble! There we go. Caution. And that'll end the stage. Man. Yeah, who was leading when the caution came out?
Will be at the instance of caution when we officiate it because this is the final lap and we pay points. After the lap of the stage.
It looked like Allgaier was actually involved in that. I saw sparks shoot out of his car.
Yeah, Carson Quapple's involved.
Like some damage to the left front.
They're saying Sammy Smith won the stage.
Yeah, a couple of rookies involved.
That's what mine's saying right now, too.
The red Toyota tonight of Taylor Gray. There he is.
Yeah, he had a huge slide. Doesn't look like there's significant body damage, though. A little bit to that rear bumper cover.
Lamar Jackson wins stage 1.
Patch that up.
Am I missing something?
He has a flat tire, too, though. I see a little bit of smoke.
Am I...
They just couldn't stand it, you know? I mean,
Am I forgetting something? Am I missing something?
You get that little bit of a run and you take it.
Oh, number 8. All right,
and
yeah.
Once they get 3 wide, it's such a different race. They were so disciplined for all those laps leading up to it.
I mentioned, you know, when you're paying points into stage 1, into stage
Yeah, that's
2,
definitely how you spell his
into
name.
the race, it's the time of caution and who's leading at the time of caution. And it was the 8 of 7.
Oh, yeah. Lamar Jackson.
It's his 3rd stage victory. of the
Oh,
year.
yeah. That's fucking
He's been
hilarious,
able to do
dude.
it on a drafting
I
track.
forgot
You know,
about that.
This is a venue that's not been good to him. Best finish for Sammy Smith at Daytona, 19th. But he won at Talladega last fall. De Benedetto was getting out of line trying to make it happen.
I think Dale Jr. does, like, fantasy football. I think it'd be really funny if he drafts Lamar Jackson.
Right there was on the inside of Carson Quapple, makes contact with the left rear.
My fantasy football draft is on Sunday at noon.
Big contact for the 1 right there on that left front fender. Sanchez barely sneaks by. Matt gets a good run, gets to the inside. The 27's following him through, and that 1 just didn't give enough room right there. I don't know if he didn't know that there was another car in line, or if he was getting pinched from the outside, just trying to manage that. That could have been a huge wreck, though, and it looks like most of those guys were able to escape. See, Jeb's on the line right there, but I don't think he did anything wrong. I think it was just it all kind of funneled down, narrowed up, and just slight contact, but you're already out of control entering turn 3 here. The car's so loose, just right on top of the racetrack.
That double yellow line is out of bounds at Daytona. So if you go down there and improve your position, you will be penalized. And that's why you guard against that, and you have to really manage that timing on the track to make sure that you don't put those left side tires below the double yellow line. De Benedetto was right there riding on board with Jeb here.
Yeah, and it looked to me like the 1 didn't know that he was down there because there wasn't anybody on his outside. And Jeb just followed Matt through him, which is typical. Good job right here getting slowed down. 54 still sliding in front of him.
Yeah, it was about a 5.5 minute green flag run right there to end the stage.
6 cars.
Yeah, Sammy Smith does win the stage.
And we look at the time.
Yeah, there's the time of caution.
For every position here, because we're paying those stage points, we'll analyze who was running where at the time of caution, and this is the procedure we would follow if the caution
At
were to come out,
9:33.44, yeah.
As
So
I said,
yeah,
we've seen
Sammy
it
Smith
so
was
many
ahead.
times when the caution is out on the final lap of the race. Here's Jeff Burton radio.
I mean, I can't go no lower. I'm there. Inside. We're good. Let it go. Race car's clean. Let it go.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what we saw, Jeff. Feel like you didn't do anything wrong there, just following Matt through.
Unofficially, I would say that Jeff Burton's going to get a couple of points here. And Harrison Burton should get the free pass. Progressive pit road is open. Here they are. Let's start with Kim.
Yeah, 21 top of your screen. The car handling overall was good, but the splitter was slapping almost every lap, causing the car to be draggy. You see the first under him. They will take right side tires only. He said just got a little freeze with the 21's pushes as they finish up their stop, Dylan.
Andy Benedetto went from 33rd to 4th on that run. Only request is that they tighten the race car up just a little bit. They'll do that with air pressure. Sammy Smith, second from the top there, just right side tires. Said he was really good out front, a little bit squirrely in traffic.
The race off Progressive Pit Road, a mix of 4 tires and 2 tires. Mayer gains a spot. Almirola, who had made multiple pit stops prior to this cycle, gains 13. I'm assuming, they just top off there because they had already come down and gotten their tires, and a few drivers stay out. We'll reset all that in a moment. First, let's take a look at what fuels Austin Hill and Connor Zilic, brought to you by our friends at Sunoco.
I truly believe that out of all 3 series in NASCAR, the Xfinity Series brings on the best racing.
The speed, the adrenaline, the feeling is indescribable.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive beautifully.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills. See if Sparks are right for you at road.co/sparks.
Caitlin Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It worked! Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
Image. P-E-Z.
Parker Retzloff had a battery die. He also had power steering issue.
With the assist.
This is a story about the one who never stops. She needs a reliable partner, like Granger, who works around the clock. Because she knows the domino effect is real. And there's never a good time for downtime. When it's all on the line, having the supply she needs makes all the difference. The industrial-grade products you need, all in one place. Call, click Granger.com, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
You know those Fat Hoka sneakers? Nice shoes, but the price? Not as nice. However, Skechers Max Cushioning are just as fabulous at a price that blows them away. Get insane comfort and cushioning, including hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Try Skechers Max Cushioning.
I was known for showing up and showing out, but psoriasis shut me down. Until I got clearer skin. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say, I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Bimzelx can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HS.
Okay.
Here we go. Make it happen today.
You just don't stop giving to me. The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campground. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you just showed up.
Coming to the checker.
But we're not. In fact, we're looking forward to it. Get your tickets now at KansasSpeedway.com. CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew. get the pit stops.
Stage one complete for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Daytona. And now we look at our leaderboard. And who's at the top of the pack in the race to Mobil 1 victory lane. A lot of strategy going on here. You know, Love and Kligerman had made pit stops and gotten tires topped off with fuel in those cautions prior to the end of the stage, so they stay out here. They're 1-2. Sam Mayer got the 2 tires, won the race off pit road, so he's in 3rd position. Eric Almirola had also made some pit stops prior to the end of the opening stage, so when they came down there, they just topped off with fuel. He's 4th, and Christian Eckes comes off in the 5th position right now. He got 2 tires in that cycle of stops at the end of stage 1. Austin Hill, by the way, is back there in the 12th spot, and Sammy Smith, who won the opening stage, got 2 tires in the 8th position.
Yeah, hopefully we can get into a little bit of a rhythm here and get some laps run to find out, you know, who has the best cars. It's taken 6 or 8 laps each time we get started for it to get where it's not too wide. Got some new players at the front with Jesse Love and Parker Kligerman. See what these guys can do, and if those guys that were good in the last stage, Sammy Smith or Austin Hill, Allgaier, if those guys can get back to the front.
All right, so the lights are off on the pace car. Get ready to go back green for stage 2.
And if they have the speed to do that.
Hometown driver Dan carrying the racetostopsuicide.com onboard camera. 15th is where he was prior to the choose, and I said Sammy Smith is 8th. He was 8th prior to the choose. Looks like the 8 car, though, going to restart on the inside lane here. Front row, Love and Kligerman.
All right, going back green. Radar's looking pretty good. And 65 laps to go. Green flag is in the air.
It's time for stage 2 at Daytona for the Xfinity Series.
Great start on the outside. Mayer already on the bumper at Jesse Love. They got a little bit of a launch, it looked like, on Parker on the inside. See, Eckes is going to be able to now get to the back of Mayer. Why Mayer wasn't able to stay hooked on to the back of Jesse Love better than that.
I like the pushers in row 2 for both lanes. You talked about Mayer. Almirola, nice shove here for Parker Kligerman in the 88.
Yeah, and you saw the 41 get to the 2's bumper, and it was almost kind of that beach ball effect where he wasn't able to lock into the bumper and push the 2 away. 2 just cannot, it's that outside or inside as they surge back and forth. They just can't get quite enough momentum to break the plane of the bumper and get free.
Let's listen to Josh Williams on the spotter stand for the 88 of Parker Kligerman.
Still there. On the way up here. We're trying to slow you down. 1 bottom of 3. Yeah. Bottom of 3. Even half. 19 little 1 off. Just a 40 2. Still 1 and a half. 19 struggled a little bit on exit, and then he tried to get recharged with 3 wide behind that 19. 21 middle. 1 back 19, then 1 off to 3 wide. Still just 1 outside. 3 wide, 3 rows back. Still just 1 outside. Tight with you. That middle lane fell back once they got to the corner. Still just 1 outside. Half back 19, then 1 off to the 8. 8's trying to work middle behind him. 1 back to the 8, working middle. Go to the 8 here if you need. Go to the middle. It's just 1 outside. Just keep this 8 for now. Still just 1 outside. 1 back to 3 wide behind. Still just 1 outside. Middle and bottom still equal now. Still 1 back to the bottom. 19. Still half bottom. Still half. Just 1 outside the very top. Still 41.
As you listen to all that information and you're a driver inside the car, it sounds like a lot, but you're just wanting them to paint the picture of everything, of where the momentum is, where it isn't, who has the speed, who doesn't. So much information. I feel like it's a little overwhelming right here, but when you're inside of the car, all of that makes sense. You're looking and you're out the windshield, taking it all in, also looking at the rearview mirror, and you want all that because it's really a verification, I think, of what you already think. But when they start saying that, it all starts syncing up and making sense. It's great stuff right there.
But for Parker, I mean, talk about the fact he hadn't been in one of these cars, hasn't driven for Junior Motorsports this year, and all the things you have to adapt to on the fly. And then on top of that, no chemistry with the spot.
That's got it. Yeah,
like totally. It's going to be really, really difficult for Parker. Here's Dylan.
Well, and just wanted to take note of Sammy Smith in the 8 car here as he gets to second in line on the inside lane there. Spoke with Philip Bell and Sammy earlier today. Their plan was be aggressive. They felt like when they won Talladega last year in the playoffs, their stage 3 track position up front kept them out of the wrecks. They had a little bit slower pit stop there, so knew they were going to be aggressive to get back to the front. Here they are again, battling for the lead now.
And look at how much more aggressive this stage is.
The officials were playing
we had in the
rock,
first
paper,
stage. Look
scissors.
how many are 3 wide. We didn't see this.
Parker Kligerman to the lead.
2 wide for a while, but I think that the intensity is starting to pick up.
And that is also Connor Zilish would get credit for that. Oh, Carson Quapple with an issue. He's on pit road.
Yeah,
Looks like he might have spun around.
You got to think it's been rubbing.
I don't know.
Where he had that damage in the left front fender. Parker has his hands full. You see, he's trying to manage all 3 of those lanes, and we talked about that spotter. Just explaining to you where the run is coming from. And if you've ever stood in a spotter stand, we get to have this incredible perspective right here, kind of zoomed in. But they are so far away at these tracks, and looking through binoculars, what the spotters are able to do is incredible.
Parker doing a great job out front, but they're coming from behind. 8, Sammy Smith looking outside. The 11 right behind Parker now. Justin Haley in the mix in 4th. You got the 00 up there. Sheldon Creed making a play. He was very quiet in the opening stage. A whole lot going on. And the faces at the front starting to change a little bit as we get 10 laps complete in stage 2.
Yeah, the one thing that sticks out to me, this drafting track race is we saw an RCR car in the front row, and all year long when we see them in the front, they're hard to pass. They can manage the race. Jesse Love does not have a car that looks anything like what we've seen. Oh, and Parker gets split right there.
And Parker's going to drop back to some spots.
I think from the spotter, right? You talked about trying to get used to working with your spotter. It's going to take them a little bit of that. The spotter's not going to be overly aggressive on the blocks initially. Parker will get used to how they're calling that and be able to manage that a little bit later.
As Parker falls back, look a couple of cars behind him. You got Leland Honeyman in the 70 right behind him. Harrison Burton back in the top 15. He lost 2 laps, got 2 free passes. We ride on board here. He's right back in.
Yeah, you see him trying to manage both of those lanes. Was in the middle. Felt like he needed to be on the top side right here. You see Dean Thompson on his inside with all that damage from one of those accidents where he's gotten into the wall, but both of those cars still appear to have plenty of speed in them.
Familiar scene here at Daytona. If you're a Justin Haley fan, he's got his car out front so good for Team Colleague back 2020, 2021. Couple of wins here. His only cup victory coming right here at the World Center of Racing, summertime a handful of years ago. And now he's got the field in tow on a Friday night. Good racing, middle portion of our second stage. Right now it's Justin Haley who leads at Daytona.
From racetrack to road.
Red Sox win 1-0.
Make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Fuck the Yankees.
TrueWorks high-performance workwear keeps you cool and dry when the heat is on. So ditch the heavy denim and get light, stretchy, technical gear that's as capable as you are. TrueWork, no sweat.
Take advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $11 per year with a 5-year term, and your second membership is free. Get access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care and prescriptions, and programs, tools, and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join now. You will also get AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org.
Febreze. When you host, your bathroom can feel like a revolving door.
Harrison Burton's up to 14th after getting the free pass from the stage caution.
It fights odors for 45 days. So even after every flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing.
When I switch to T-Mobile, you'll give me a new iPhone 16 and I can keep my old phone?
That's right, no trade-in.
No!
Yes. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 on us. No trade-in needed. See how you can save up to 20% when you check the math at T-Mobile.com.
Oh, Cole's mom. If I buy both, am I spoiling her?
At this price, you're spoiling you.
Anyway, how about a football tee? I like a football tee. You can play football. You're a very good thrower. Yeah, she's got a lot of strength in her core.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
He actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze, Tan, and Scott.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. Can do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe-Light Repair, Safe-Light Replace.
There's a place no map will show you where GR cars turn into full-blown track beasts. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. You in?
Thank you for making News Nation America's fastest-growing cable network in all of television. Let's get after it. The place where left and right come to be reasonable. News Nation, news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. 14 laps to go, stage 2, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing at Daytona. Justin Haley leads Jesse Love. Jeb Burton right there alongside Sammy Smith. Love drops down to block some progress from the 27. DiBenedetto's up there. Christian Eckes, Sheldon Creed.
I don't think Jesse Love wanted to go down there, and he moved down to block the run from the 27, and it's now putting...
Damn, this is crazy here with Jesse Love in the front.
What about the story of the 11? You know, they released Josh Williams. Carson Hocevar
Got Justin Haley. That'd also be cool. Love to see him win.
McDowell was great in that race car. Watkins win before the wreck inside of 10 laps to go. And tonight, Justin Haley has looked outstanding. I talked prior to the break about how good he's been here at Daytona in general in the draft. When you talk about the Xfinity Series in his days at college full-time, but he's picking up where he left off here tonight.
Yeah, this is awesome racing. You know, we think about coming to Daytona, what a spectacular track this is, and then as we're just watching the 2 and 3 wide. Oh, look at that, Haley get loose. As we watch the 2 and 3 wide races, it's just so much fun. These guys not single file. It feels like they all think rain could be on the way as you watch how aggressive everybody's getting right here. Sheldon Creed going to the outside.
Never heard anything about that.
Sammy Smith in the middle.
And look who's pushing him, Matt DiBenedetto. 99's been outstanding tonight. So good earlier this season, finishing top 5 at Talladega.
There's no more rain.
Up there. Rolling this thing now.
AccuWeather, what does AccuWeather say?
Eckes is in the mix right behind Jeff Burton in that
Rain, AccuWeather says rain may form in next 22 minutes.
You'll see
Not
Jesse
like
Love's teammate Austin Hill
definite.
watching him, trying to work the bottom underneath guys.
Rain may form is different than rain starting
He's not
in.
been able to make up the ground that we expected him to.
It's just been so hard tonight because this is exactly what we've seen. Nowhere to go. It's side by side by side, 2 by 2, all the way back, and so not much room to operate. And now they come up on the slow car of Carson Cuomo, and this is always dicey when you got the draft coming.
Yeah, this shakes things up for sure. It just disrupts the lanes and side drafts and everything that happens. You see Mayer's going to be in a bad position right here. He's still 3 wide when they come off turn 2. See if he can get down below Carson as he tries to get in the draft. No, he's going to have to check up right here.
Well, look at Sammy Smith flirting with that double yellow line.
Well, and that was one thing I was going to point out when we talked about Austin Hill not being able to make progress. Is there
4 wide back there.
Turn 3, Sammy Smith was right in front of him, and I in my mind, I'm watching this, and I'm like, well, Austin Hill has someone to follow now up through here. It just seems to me that 8 car has been really, really, really good tonight, Adam.
And you wonder about the impact of the 4-5 tires versus 2 as you go throughout the run, because Mayer is drifting back. He took the 2 tires, 10 laps to go. In our second stage, we've crossed the halfway point in this race, and it has been absolutely intense.
Yeah, you see Harrison Burton, we talked about the issues he had early on.
Oh, yeah.
On the outside.
Saw that. The fuel cell's jizzing.
To be in that top lane. Look at the 8 car. The 8 car and the 21 right here. We talked about them a few laps ago. And Sammy Smith going to the inside. The 8 car is really fast tonight. Spectacular speed. He's done a really good job of manipulating the lanes and being aggressive. And when you have a fast car, you can be more aggressive because you can make those moves and able to clear guys. We're going to see what he can do here, though. He's going to be stuck on the bottom. As you see, they all slowly, top 5 migrated to the top. That's where the momentum is. But it's such a shorter distance around the bottom when they get to the corners. See if he can make up any ground here, maybe get some help. I think that's Eckes maybe behind him, starting to close in.
But I would say this goes back to what we talked about earlier. Get out of line, see what you got, experiment, so you know what that situation might pay for you later in the race. Austin Hill getting out of line, chasing his teammate down to the low lane. And look at the 42, Anthony Alfredo in the conversation. He always gets there, and now he's racing for second on track.
I love the move by Hill, though. He was able to clear going to the backstretch and then slide back up because you need to be in that top lane. That's where the momentum is as they get single filed out. We'll see the kind of a run. Creed's going to give Austin Hill a push here down into turn 1 as you see Jesse Love's trying to manipulate both lanes.
Sheldon Creed running in 4th. He's in that yellow car tonight.
Austin's going to try to get a run, see if he can
Ollie's car.
let him go a little bit here on the exit of the corner, and then you see it's a little bit of a run down the straightaway. Not gonna have the right
Jaden.
to 3, though.
RCR teammates combined to lead 86 laps here in February. Austin Hill won both stages. Jesse Love won the race. They're 1-2 tonight. And their old buddy, the old driver of the 2 car, Sheldon Creed, is there in the 00, now driving for Haas Factory in the outlier. The upset bid coming for Young's Motorsports. Anthony Alfredo in the 42. And here we are, 7 to go, second stage.
One thing I want you to watch the 21 car. He is intentionally letting the 2 get out just a little bit and back it up to the 00. See, he's gonna get tight right here, but as they exit this corner, well, I want you to watch. He's gonna let the 2 get out just a little bit and hope he can get a little bit of a push to that 0 to generate the run that he needs down the backstretch. Watch the run they're gonna have now. You see Sheldon Creed gets to his back bumper. Does he get enough speed here to make the pass? He doesn't feel like it, so he stays in line. So he's gonna do this lap after lap and see if he can make the timing of that run happen when he needs to. The patience, though, he has right there to stay in line behind Jesse Love and not take the chance keeps him in a position to be able to win the stage.
I wonder if it's harder to make those moves and manipulate your teammate because of the knowledge he has of your tendencies, because he's been there with you so many times.
Absolutely. Jesse Love's looking at his mirror and the spotters. They're telling him what's happened, but it's hard to manage that when you're out front. And the fact that I think that Hill's backing them up, you see it's put Allgaier in a position to get down to the bottom. But I just don't think you're going to be able to make those moves.
6 to go on the stage.
There's not a lane to slide up and get back in the draft. Look at the speed that those guys have. Dean Thompson. Hill decides to go ahead and take the pass. Maybe because Allgaier.
By the way, we are past halfway to this race. Like I said, no more rain should have happened, but if it does, could be official if they decided not to resume it.
He almost had to pull out. You know he's got a fast car, though. Jesse Love doing a great job. You see him looking in his rearview mirror the entire time because his spotter's telling him what's happening back there, and he's just watching so he can kind of listen to the spotter and put his car where he needs to go.
Back to 4. Now top down just a little run. All even line to back up. So 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Top's got no run yet. You're on it, 3 right here. Come down and drag it. Yep.
Awesome.
Keep him on the bottom until last second. We'll come back up. Double deer hook off of him. Now he's coming back. Right down to the bottom. 4. Oh, what do we need to do now? Yes,
Brandon Benesh on the spotters.
It's so good as we're watching out the back of Jesse's car and watching his eyes, look in the rearview mirror. Spotter giving such good information, and those runs weren't coming fast, so it's a little bit easier to manage those. The spotter, you can tell, was pretty calm. Everything that was happening there, it's when somebody gets laid back. Ooh, Allgaier gets loose right there on the inside. It's when somebody gets that massive run or both lanes are coming and you can't block both of them that it gets really hard. But Jesse's doing a great job. He and that spotter working together so well.
Going to be 3 laps to go as we come across the start-finish line in our second stage. RCR teammates up front, Jesse Love leading Austin Hill.
Man, I love racing.
The duo is combined to win an 11-21 in the draft. It's not by mistake that they're out front, but some good drivers behind them. Justin Allgaier in one here. Sheldon Creed, who's outstanding in the draft, looking for his first career win. And a whole lot going to play out between now and that green and white checkered flag.
Damn. Oh shit, man, he almost lost it. Jesse Love almost lost it. And Allgaier to the lead. Sammy Smith is around. Caution.
Caution is out.
That will end the stage.
And it comes as we hit 2 laps to go in our second stage.
Well, that got exciting. Wow.
Sammy Smith went around.
Saw Love and
Lamar
his teammate
Jackson
Austin
around.
Hill racing for the lead, and you can only block so many times, and at that point of the track, when you're trying to defend the car and you yank on the wheel, you can't, and it gets out of control loose. Hill had a crazy save right there.
William Sawalich making a pit stop. This is going to end our second stage. So stage 1 and stage 2 both going to end under caution.
That was awesome.
And the man that won the opening stage, Sammy Smith, is one of those a part of producing our 3rd caution of the evening.
I don't think there's much damage to Sammy Smith's car. It looked like he spun, but I didn't see any contact anywhere. That side of the car looks perfect. Yeah, it looks to me like they 4 tires, some fuel, and that helped start at the back for pitting early, but has a super fast car tonight.
And we'll await official word from NASCAR on the stage winner and exactly where everyone was at the immediate time of caution. And how crazy is it? You don't see it play out often, that you have to use the time of caution to determine who wins the stage. That's what happened in stage 1, and here's the run that made all this happen.
And you see,
You don't ever know.
goes with Austin Hill, and that's what
A lot of race left.
Austin Hill's so loose. Allgaier gets to the inside right here. Looks like Jeff Burton gets into the back of Sammy Smith. Almirola gets caught in it, and Sawalich. I think Eric had the most contact of anybody right there. See Jeff Burton, you see he push-ups just a little bit, and then the 18 packs a bunch of air on that left rear. I don't think Jeff had any control right there of his car as it was pushing up, got into the 8.
That could have been a whole lot worse than it was.
We've said that multiple times tonight. This would be a good perspective right here. Keep an eye on Jeff Burton. That 27 car as they're going to go around here. God, Hill has a great save. Those 2 guys side drafting. See Sammy Smith right at the back of your screen. Jeb's up the racetrack a little bit, but the one thing that I saw is you see the 18 was right there on the quarter panel of the 27. I think moving him up the track is just, everybody ran out of real estate.
Justin Allgaier scored the leader at the time of caution, so he's going to get the stage victory.
Yeah, you hear Jeb's out of the gas, knowing that it's not going to turn right there, trying to get off the 8.
And there you see
William
time of
Sawalich
caution
was involved.
and where Allgaier was.
Look at that.
Jeff Burton was involved.
I mean, it's hard to tell from this perspective, but 3 wide for 3rd. You got Eckes down low, Hill in the middle, and then Sheldon Creed out there by the wall.
You know, I might do a
And
bet.
Harrison Burton right now being shown 7th. How about the fact that you're 2 laps down, you get a couple of free passes, back on the lead lap.
Would have never guessed that.
And you're going to score some stage points in stage 2. Remarkable. Allgaier has a series-leading 9th stage victory of 2025, and it comes under caution. A lap prior to the green and white checkered flag at Daytona.
WeatherTech products are designed and manufactured in America using only American raw materials. Most competitors make things 7,000 miles away and then wonder why they don't fit. With WeatherTech in your vehicle, you may hear angels. As you marvel, how do they do it? Simple. American technology and American workers deliver quality, not imported junk for a few bucks less. Get the world's best floor lines.
Oh, I can't even bet on the
Find your fit at WT.com.
Xfinity race anymore.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her?
Oh, we actually sold the twins' name and rights.
You know what stadiums do? Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
We're here. Progressive's accident response detected an accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's Superman?
Saving the world, maybe?
So we did beat
Yeah.
him. Sorry, Superman!
Yeah, I don't think car insurance is really his thing. Not with us around.
Yeah, I already called a tow truck and started your claim.
I guess not all heroes wear capes.
Yep, some wear tummy capes.
Don't say things like that out loud. It's embarrassing.
Did you bring it?
Yeah, that was about an 18.5-minute green flag run for stage 2. I literally just placed a random bet. I put $10 on in the Orioles-Astros game. They're heading to the bottom of the ninth. If the first pitch of the bottom of the ninth is going to be over 94.95 miles an hour.
That's right. No trade. Yes.
Switch to T-Mobile.
Place $10 to get $18, so I only make 8. It is a really dumb bet. But if I win, then who cares? And I lost. You don't sports bet, y'all.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands.
I'm a big-brained human.
Rubber in the chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by True Work. Upgrade to the world's most technical performance workwear. 2 stages down on a Friday night for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona. Great to have you with us here on CW with Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. Carla Metz hanging in the studio. Dylan Welsh, Kim Kuhn doing an outstanding job on pit road. And now we get our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. Couple laps to go, stage 2. Boy, aggression is the word out front. Austin Hill had an unbelievable save. And behind him, maybe a little bit of residual impact of everyone checking up, trying to find their way. And Sammy Smith, Jeff Burton, and slides down. JGR took it in the nose on this. Their Toyotas got damaged, and here we ride on board with Daniel Dye.
To be fair, it was $10. It was in my DraftKings account that I haven't used in months, that I didn't even know I had. $10 I didn't even know I had, so it really wasn't that big of a loss.
You can't see anything, and you are
it's dumb.
somewhat dependent on the spotter and luck altogether.
Good thing for Jeff Burton, a couple of stage points in stage 1 since things got away from him there at the end of stage number 2. Let's go over to the studio and Carla.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier and the 7 team, of course, kind of hit a little bit of a slump this summer if you look at the results, but you wouldn't know that if you actually talked to Allgaier. He said the goal does not change, even though we've had an 18.4 average finish since our last win in Nashville. He said even though the stats don't show it, we've got the team, we've got the equipment, we just have to do a better job executing and staying out of each other's mess. So obviously they did that in stage 2, winning the stage, and now they're at the top of the playoff standings with that stage win, those extra points in the regular season championship. They've got that right now, Adam.
Yeah, you look at the advantage here. 24 points for Allgaier after the stage win. Came in 7 points behind Connor Zillage. And by the way, Parker Kligerman in that 88 now. Led some laps there. Finally 12 as we anticipate some pit stops here. And now you just turn him loose, right? I mean, Kligerman's done a good job of keeping this thing in order. But now you go get it, try to get a solid finish for this 88 team and keep them in a really good position within striking distance when it comes to trying to win that regular season championship. Progressive Pit Road is open and plenty of action. Here they are, Kim.
That's right. Austin Hill in that 21 looking for his 10th drafting win. Said, when I pull out of line, I stall a little. Kind of like there's a big buffer of air, but overall his biggest complaint, too tight corner exit right below him. Sheldon Creed, he said the balance is good, especially on the long run. He said, I'm going to try and give you as most grip as possible. That means 4 tires from crew chief Jonathan Toney. Dylan?
Jesse Love was pretty happy with his balance. Said it was lacking a little bit of overall grip and maybe a touch free, but overall pretty pleased. Danny Stockman said we'll leave it alone and put 4 tires on it. Justin Allgaier, their plan was to make a chassis adjustment just to stay ahead of the racetrack, but Allgaier's been really happy with the balance on the 7 car.
Race on Progressive Pit Road. Austin Hill did the 4 tires earlier, goes 2 tires here, plus 3. He wins the race off. Sieg, Thompson, Love, and Creed out behind him. Final stage coming up.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
New to Toyota Gazoo Racing, there are a lot of unofficial rules. Rules like only pass cars on the left. Don't drive on the grass. When you win, be humble. You know what they say, rules are made to be broken. You in?
Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the same.
People always said I could light up a room, but psoriasis stole my spark. Until I got clearer skin. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Bimzelx can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin. Some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HS.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Fact. Consumer Cellular can help people save on their cell phone bills. That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they could save. Let's cut the face off of our helmets. Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. Let's even cut our hats.
Isn't that just a visor?
Shut up, Chris. Great. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
So we have now repassed the Yankees for second in the AL East.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean.
Did the Blue Jays win tonight?
Realizes that wetter cleans better. See how wet Dude Wipes completely clears while dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra large Dude.
Blue Jays did win.
Pants down.
True Works high-performance workwear keeps you cool and dry when the heat is on.
They didn't
So
play
ditch the heavy
yesterday.
denim and get light, stretchy, technical gear.
We are
that's
5
as
games
capable
behind the
as
Blue
you
Jays.
are. True Work, no sweat.
We're up by 1.5 in the wild card, but we are first in the first wild
Things
card
are heating
spot.
up in Austin this
So that
weekend
would
as
mean
get
that we would
ready
have
for
the
Gambler Days inside
home
the Moody Center. Well, last week in
wild
Nashville,
card
we
series.
had some great moments. The Texas team, the Rattlers, was hot indeed for only the 8th time in league history. They go 5 for 5. And the host Nashville Stampede, well, none other than 2 walk-off wins to have their crowd going crazy. Jose Vitor Leme perhaps the best this sport has ever seen, is back from injury this weekend. And it all starts tomorrow. Join us, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, right here on the CW.
A couple of weather delays, so we're racing late into the night on a Friday from Daytona. NASCAR Xfinity Series Stage 2 is complete, and we look at our leaderboard in the race for Mobil 1 Victory Lane tonight. Austin Hill got that two-tire stop after taking 4 earlier. He comes off first. Ryan Sieg, same strategy as third. Dean Thompson doing a nice job tonight. Sammy Smith, I believe, going to cycle back a little bit after the spin, so we'll continue to reset and update things as we look at where everybody is on that leaderboard. Here's Dylan Welch.
And let's give you a Toyota driver update on Dean Thompson, who is having another great race at Daytona. Finished 8th here in February. That was their highest points day of the year. This is the same car they raced in the spring. A little beaten and battered, but just some cosmetic damage, and they have been fast. Biggest difference that crew chief Chris Bowen expected would be the case tonight. He stressed to his driver early in the year as a rookie, respect others around you, earn their respect, take care of your equipment. Said we kind of got taken advantage of earlier in the year because of that.
All right, so we're going back green.
Being more aggressive. We've earned
Going to be going back green with 34 to
And
go.
a really, really good night for the 26 car. Just going to try to finish it off now.
All guy won that second stage, Dylan, and they took 4 tires, so he lost.
Austin Hill has the lead.
He is on 4 for the stretch.
My boy's running in 4th.
Sam Mayer has been great tonight, removing equipment, and the 54 of Taylor Gray had his crew over the wall too soon, so they will come from the rear. Blaine Perkins gets the free pass.
The CW one is wrong. So is that. What the hell?
Final stage coming your way here at Daytona. Front row, Austin Hill, Ryan Sieg.
All right, back green.
And make it Ryan Sieg going to the outside. So Jesse Love starting front row with his teammate.
Yeah, there you go, 4th.
It's an interesting choice for Sieg to not want to be on the front row. But I think it's a great decision based on what we've seen at these type tracks. We know that 21 is going to be a factor at the end as Pan Sieg gives him a
Man, I want my boy
push.
Sheldon to win.
Both able to clear the inside
No,
row.
the 42 is slow.
Alfredo here to 42. See where he is, how much momentum he has, and if he can get out of harm's way before we would see a caution.
You see Austin Hill move down to get in front of Jesse Love. I think he knows that 2 cars, one that he's going to have to race for the win tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a caution.
Fredo's down in... See,
That's
out of
down
the
turn
track.
1.
Caution.
There's the caution. I was worried when we had the vantage point of him pulling away if he was going to have enough momentum to
So
get
yeah, Anthony
somewhere
Alfredo
and
brings
get
out the
off
caution.
track.
That was a 58-second green flag run.
So we get another caution.
I think he pulled down there thinking he could get out of the way, and maybe there wasn't a gate open, as you heard him saying he was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, he said he shut off coming to green, did the 42 of Alfredo. Pit stop for Sam Mayer here. They had the penalty when they made their pit stop at the end of stage 2. 4th caution of the night comes out early in this final stage. Hill, Love, Creed, Sieg, Kligerman, the top 5.
America is back, thanks to President Trump and Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or overtime, real relief for every American up early and home late. And they protected Medicaid for Americans, not illegals. Senate Republicans got President Trump's conservative agenda done, securing the border, finishing the wall, bringing manufacturing jobs back home, making America great again. Thank Leader John Thune and Senate Republicans for delivering
Bro,
President
why we got a
Trump's
Trump
agenda.
ad, bro? We're still doing political ads in the Big 25.
How do we compete with AI-powered outdoor?
It's not even an election year. Like, what?
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Whoa! I didn't even see those guys. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
It was literally a commercial just to be like, yes, we like our president. Which is like cool, you know? Yeah, you could like your president.
No one else can.
Don't blame me there.
$400 a year.
No shame.
Oh, look, it's my stop. The zebra.
But like, literally, you're interrupting a program to be like, hey, our president is good. And he can't even be reelected.
Everywhere you need us.
Like, it would be one thing if he could be reelected, but he can't.
To stock your shop in Orange County, California.
It's a little goofy.
To oil filters.
I don't even care that it's a
for
political,
Orange County,
really.
It's why we built a nationwide network.
It's more that you're just like imagine just being like, I like lawnmowers.
Businesses big, small, and
Just did that as an ad. Lawnmowers are cool. They cut your grass.
Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Or like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Or like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one.
Merc, yeah, damn right, Jaden.
She came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery.
Mercaga.
Mercaga. Different medications.
That's even more. That's even more broken up. Mercaga.
Saving that extra $200-300 a month. You know, you do the math. The money we're able to.
It takes more work to say though.
We're able to do all these extra activities.
Is less.
She can hit hard too for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household and it puts less stress on our pockets.
People love ArchFit technology so much that Skechers put it into even more hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Just step in with no bending down or touching. Plus, ArchFit gives you amazing arch support. They're so comfortable, you don't want to slip them off. Try ArchFit Skechers slip-ins.
Showtime. We got one shot to save the world.
Do I need to space it out? Mercaga. No, Jaden, you don't. MRCRGA.
CW Sports Saturday is back first. It's the
There you
ABP
go.
League Championship Week.
I thought you were just trying to say Mercaga.
For the best battle for the crown. Then the NASCAR Xfinity Series rolls to Portland.
There you go. I like that. That's a message I can get
For the
behind.
regular season as the playoff push continues. Finally, it's the season premiere of CW football Saturday as Idaho takes on Washington State. Don't miss a second of the action. CW Sports Saturday next week. It all starts 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific only on the CW.
Did you feel compelled to say penultimate versus just next to last?
Yeah, we are under the caution here at Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida, with 31 laps to go in the Wawa 250. On lap 69, we don't do Mr. 69 in the Xfinity Series, but it is lap 69. Yeah, Connor Zilisch started the race in the 88 car, then Parker Kligerman took over after the first caution on lap 12. Parker Kligerman actually came and led a few laps. But yeah, he came in after that first caution that came out on lap 12, which led to a rain delay that lasted about 40 minutes.
And I think both of those guys know they want to control this race.
The race was delayed, actually, by about 32 minutes to start. So I've had some...
Jesse Love decides to take the outside.
You know, it's a later night than it should be. The race should probably be over by now.
RCR cars going outside lane. Here's Kim.
Anthony Alfredo causing that caution. He said it kind of just shut off coming to green. It was like almost something came unplugged, said it was no power going to the dash. They are changing the battery. That caution, though, very fortuitous for Sam Mayer. We saw him on pit road. I want you to look at his tire. This is the left rear. A puncture that tire caused tire failure. Again, a timely caution helped him out. He was able to come down and change tires, avoiding disaster under green, Dylan.
Well, hey, Justin Allgaier is going to restart 7th here. And
yeah, going to have 29 laps to go when they go back green.
This was his questions and conversation on the radio.
What is the balance on this 88 here? I know he fell back, but has he gotten comfortable? Where's he at? Is he a good dancing partner? What's he got? He's been reporting that he's tight. Let me check in further.
So he is observant that the 88 car has been fast, but just wants to know what kind of speed he's got. By the way, these two have been teammates before, like 15 years ago, way back at Team Penske. So a lot older now, a lot more experience, but these two have worked together in the past.
Yeah, so just real quick, the reason he's asking is Parker comfortable is because he doesn't want to push him if Parker's too loose or is not comfortable inside the car. So just trying to get a little bit of information, knowing how aggressive he can be for trying to shove Parker up through here.
William Sawalich got the free
All right.
pass. He's back on the lead lap.
Go
35
back green.
cars on the lead lap as we get the restart
Gonna
here.
be 29 laps to go.
Laps to go.
What about RCR wanting to play team cars here? We'll see. I would have bet against that. Yeah.
Green flag, back in the air. 29 laps to go in the Xfinity race from Daytona.
That guy down low, Sheldon Creed, has never won. He's looking for the first victory of his career. See the guy right behind him. Ryan Sieg, Force working together in the low lane.
Sheldon to the lead. There you go. There you go, boy.
Oh, and look at Parker being able to push Sieg as well.
It's almost like the two RCR Chevys had a hard time getting connected. Hill was dancing a little bit after the push.
Oh, there's Parker on the inside. It's going to be a huge push going all the way down the backstretch.
But make sure you disconnect those bumpers. You can't lock bumpers here. And once you get past the middle of the back straightaway, NASCAR will start taking
Ryan Sieg to the lead.
to the race lead with an assist from Parker Kligerman.
Wow, that is not how we thought the restart was going to go. It looked like the RCR cars were in the right position. Creed, though, has slid up now in front of Austin Hill. See if Parker can get to the back of Ryan Sieg here. Give him another big shove down the backstretch. They both need to be able to be clear.
I go back to what Connor Zillick said about Parker taking over his ride. He said, I've got 11 consecutive top fives. I want the streak to continue. And here he is in position to keep it going. Trouble back in the pack.
Oh, trouble. Around goes to 32.
32, Raja Caruth.
Raja Caruth goes around. We stay green at the moment.
He's very similar to what we saw with Harrison Burton earlier, and we didn't get a caution. We stay green right now.
We'll see if Raja can get it going again. Even with the flat tires
No
that Harrison
caution.
had, they did not throw a caution for him earlier. He's got it rolling here. He'll be on the apron. Be out of harm's way. I think we're going to stay green.
Yeah.
Raja just outside the top 15 when he went for a ride. And these Fords continue to duel at the front. Sheldon Creed, 00 outside, 39 inside. Ryan Sieg, drivers that have never won.
These guys on the inside, for some reason that inside lane cannot stay soaked up quite as tight as the guys on the outside can. Creed's given a little bit of room to Ryan Sieg on the inside. It makes me nervous because I keep seeing Austin Hill stick his nose out. Like, is he comfortable with trying to push Sheldon out front, or is he going to make it 3 wide and stick Sheldon out?
Come here, Chester.
You just can't. It's not that you can't trust people, but everybody's
Come here,
out
buddy.
for themselves in this, and you don't want to leave that door open.
It's my doggy.
It looks like did Matt DiBenedetto get him right there? I don't know if there was contact directly from the back or if he had misjudged it.
Yeah, Raja
again.
Caruth just went around, but we stay green. He has gone a lap
Raja maybe
down.
moved up and
He went to
wasn't
pit road.
clear, and Matt was there, but boy, again, third time tonight, we could have had a massive wreck right there, and just a single car incident didn't even bring a caution out.
And some of the drivers in the top 10 right now. Daniel Dye is up there. Josh Williams driving the 45 for Alpha Prime is in the top 10. Talked about Dean Thompson and their night. Eckes looking for his first win. Matt DiBenedetto hanging around. Jeb Burton not too far back.
Sheldon Creed and Ryan Sieg battling in the front row.
25
For the
laps
lead,
to go.
Chester.
Allgaier side drafting right there, the third car back, trying to slow the run down that outside lane has. See him trying to get 3 wide.
I love you,
in the
buddy.
back.
Still got 34 cars on the lead lap. Only car out of the race, Parker Retzloff. And the racing at the front intense. It's Sieg and Creed leading the way.
America is back, thanks to President Trump and Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or overtime. Real relief for every American up early and home late. And they protected Medicaid for Americans, not illegals. Senate Republicans got President Trump's conservative agenda done. Securing the border, finishing the wall, bringing manufacturing jobs back home, making America great again. Thank Leader John Thune and Senate Republicans for delivering President Trump's agenda.
Behind every DIY
Is more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick.
I wonder if I can link two hoops together.
Perfect. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean.
all by yourself.
What are you working on?
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
Dad?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road. All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
You on guard tonight? Oh, nah. They just got Simply Safe. It protects the whole home, inside and out.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Whoa!
That was impressive.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
As a director, confidence was always my strong suit. But psoriasis stripped it away until I got clearer skin. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17 plus F to calm inflammation. Bimzelx can deliver transformative relief.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say I'm back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HN.
Aerial coverage of tonight's race brought to you by the Lucas Oil helicopter. And this is a great vantage point as you watch the pack coming to 20 laps to go. And a pair of drivers out front that have combined for 19 runner-up finishes. Neither has been to victory lane. They're 1-2 in that category without a win. Sheldon Creed, Ryan Sieg could tonight be the
I really hope
that they had
Sheldon wins.
of Xfinity winners.
Well, and no one's
But it would
been
be
able
really cool to see Ryan Sieg
get,
win too, I won't
break
lie.
the plane to that front bumper and clear anyone. And as you watch this, you got to really pay attention about 5 or 6 rows back because that's where they keep getting stacked up.
But obviously, I want Sheldon to win.
Really can't get locked together, but as you watch back about where Eric Almirola is or Christian Eckes, that's where it keeps packing up, kind of that accordion effect, and all those guys playing bumper cars, and that's when you see somebody get spit out, and it'll bring the caution out. So it's interesting to watch the runs, how they're being generated, and where they're coming from.
Talk about drivers that haven't won. Parker Kligerman has not won in an Xfinity car either. So close so many times. He wouldn't get credited with the victory tonight, but oh, would this be a celebration? A night to remember for him, driving the 88 as he steps in for Connor Zilic.
Yeah, Eckes making a move here, made it 3 wide on Dean Thompson, got to his outside. You see that's disrupted everything in front as well, as guys trying to figure out where they need to go. Do they want to block? Do you want to stay committed on the bottom or move to the top? You see Jesse Love and Austin Hill moving up to try to protect that outside. Oh, that's allowed the front 2, though, to break free of Parker Kligerman and Ryan Sieg. See those guys now going back to the bottom to protect.
It's like things are orderly, nice and tidy, and then one move.
Well, and it can be in the back that changes the,
just changes the air and the power of those behind them, and then everything seems to break loose a little bit in the draft.
I saw Sieg and Parker go back to the bottom. I think I'd want a favor to the top right here. If anything, if this does get single filed out, it seems like they always want to migrate towards the top. You can kind of run the middle and then manipulate both lanes. Parker's done a great job tonight. You see it, he's put himself in a good position.
I wonder if Connor Zilic is nervous right now. I mean, what are his emotions sitting on the pit box?
Parker's in second, but Connor would get the points for that.
Kyle Larson stepped in, went to victory lane.
This would count as Parker's win, or Connor's win. Parker doesn't have an Xfinity Series win, and this still would not count as a win for him if he wins.
Teammate behind him, so if they can lag back from Sieg and produce a run, you got to think that the 7 will go with the 88 to try to go for the lead, but it's going to be about getting that timing worked out. You see Parker's doing something similar to what we saw Austin Hill do earlier, kind of lagging back a little bit, trying to back up to the 7 car to then get locked together and push all the way down
So
the
Parker
straightaway.
is actually usually in the booth for these races. He's out there running in second, yeah.
They run right now with Zilich only 10 behind Allgaier. 2 races to go, and now the RCR cars making a move down low. Hill out of line, Love going with him.
They did. That's going to be a hard move to make, though. You see Jesse Love moving up, trying to do the side draft. There's just so many cars in that outside lane. I think you should have waited a little bit for that move. Might be a little bit early. We'll see.
But is it good, Jamie, that you do it now? So you learn what does and doesn't work, so you have time later. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: if I'm the 88 or the 7, and I see that 21 get the run on the bottom, maybe I move down just to get in front of him. You know, to have him push us to the front. We know how strong the RCR cars are here. You see the 7's got to hold the 88. Let's see if they do anything with this run they're going to have. You're going to get impatient when you're on the outside and you see the inside lane start migrating forward, but it's too late now. They've committed to that top. The 21 has worked his way to the front. Looks like Connor's rubbing his head, stressed out.
Incredible run in that low lane for the RCR Chevys. 21 is Austin Hill. He's won here 3 times. Jesse Love right behind him, the 2. 1 here in February. And they're working on another position out front with 15 laps to go. Matt DiBenedetto right behind him. And look at the 70 up there making a play. Leland Honeyman is making it happen in the draft. Driving for Koch Family Racing.
See, Parker's going to get to the back of the 39 right there, but just a little bit of a bump. The 21's just side drafting, trying to bog that outside lane down, and then you watch him, he'll pull down to the bottom of the track, kind of use the momentum that he has. He's hoping he can time that out just right with the push from his teammate Jesse Love behind. See, they've lost a little bit of that momentum now. Parker clear as well. See if the 7 can get to his rear bumper.
Here's Dylan Welch.
Just wanted to give a quick note on the 39 Orion Sieg. Talked to him before he got in the car. At Talladega, the last drafting track in this style, they tried some things on this car. Ryan said we were frankly just bad. We were really slow. We took that stuff out of the car, he said, for this weekend and tried to evolve their setup based on what they had in February. It has worked. They are really fast and in position to upset the playoff.
14 to go.
And this holds strong up the run.
You know, he's a great drafter, but they really have not taken advantage of the draft races this year. His average in the first 4 races in the draft this season for Ryan Sieg, 26.2. So tonight they need to take advantage, and he's doing it out front. 13 laps remaining at Daytona.
Now you see Sammy Smith pull out to the bottom, and that's going to hurt Austin Hill's lane. When they start getting 3 wide because of that,
yeah, no, he really does.
More cars in it, just has more speed because of the momentum of having more cars in your lane. And so,
where he really would. Kind of think he does anyway.
Your Austin Hill, Jesse Love in the front of that lane on the bottom is if they pull out and make it 3 wide behind you, it just starts bogging you, pulling you back. It's amazing the draft and the residual impact as you work your way back through the field.
So remember, like I said, on my screen it says Connor Zilish is in the 88 car. That is not true. It is Parker Kligerman. Connor Zilish started the race.
You just got to wonder if there's a little bit of riding going on with the junior.
And then on the lap 12 caution that turned into a 40-minute rain delay, he pitted, and the driver change happened.
In the top 10 looking for their first career Xfinity victory. Anxiety is on high. The intensity and the aggression is as well. And probably a couple of more rungs on the ladder before it's over when you talk about the level of aggression.
And honestly, you don't see as much pushing as what I thought we'd see as this got down to the end. I mean, we're down.
Caution!
Trouble on track. Fifth caution of the night.
Man, the 51, the 91.
51 is Jeremy Clements. Won this race 3
Jeremy
years ago.
Clements, yeah, the 2022 winner of this race.
Big contact for Jeremy Clements right there.
Cesar Baccarella's involved.
Yeah, he's been in the grass in the 5.
The 7-Eleven car.
Caution is out. 11 laps to go. Going to get a restart inside of 10 laps to go. And this is what you see so often. It comes down to one of those restarts late in the race at a place like this. But before we look ahead, we'll look in the rearview mirror here and see what has brought out the yellow flag for our 5th time.
Looks like Taylor Gray had a left rear tire flat.
Yeah, Taylor Gray.
See him just trying to catch that car, no control, sliding down the racetrack. Jeremy Clements with nowhere to go. Huge contact in the driver's side door of the 54. And look at Cesar Baccarella. He was quite a ways behind this.
Yeah, so that was about a 14.5-minute green flag run.
Trying to get slowed down. He got run into the back of and got pushed down into the grass, but he comes in pretty late around here. Josh Bilicki also goes around.
So Kyle Sieg there, Joey Gase, Carson.
Yeah, whoa.
And there goes Caesar.
I think Caesar knew there was a wreck. He came in hot.
See how damaged that 54 car is, but Taylor, despite the problems he had earlier in the race, was still being scored just outside the top 15.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's had an eventful night, but was still in a decent position.
Had a nice advantage over the cut line coming in, but with
Oh my God.
Ryan Sieg
Where'd
being
he come
scored the
from?
leader, Taylor Gray now showing only 25 points above the cut line, which is crazy.
Big contact in that driver's side door.
Carson Kvapil was 2 laps down. He'll get the free pass here and get back to 1 lap down. Let's go to Dylan.
And let's catch up with Matt Noyce as he's been gracious enough to climb down off the box and chat with us. Okay, we talked about the speed you guys have had on these super speedways, but not the results maybe this year. So what's been the difference tonight, or what will be the difference tonight?
I think tonight was just getting track position, taking 2 tires there with our fast Science Ford Mustang, and we needed to get him out front and see what we had. Nobody was going anywhere, so we did what we could to get him to the front, and he got the lead. Now we just got to hang on for the next 10 to go, whatever it is.
What's this like for you just sitting here? Is out of your control now?
Yeah, we got teammates lined up behind us at both ends, so we were able to control it pretty well there, so we just got to try to do that best we can, and hopefully get some help from the 99 or the 00 maybe if they get to us.
Thanks for your time, Matt. He'll climb back aboard. Yeah, he's got the Haas factory cars there. The 00 and 41 are Alliance teammates, so watch for those cars to work together.
He's been so close so many times, and never closer than last spring at Texas Motor Speedway, and I thought he had it. And I'm sure he's relived this so many times, racing with Sam Mayer for the victory at TMS. And
so close. Much. Wow, what a finish. And he had that. It looked like 1 with 5 to go, and Sam made up a lot of ground and was able to get to the outside. That's frustrating, but it's done a great job.
You think about strength in numbers. Ford doesn't have a lot of numbers. Only 1 win for Ford as a manufacturer here at Daytona in the last 16 races. Down to Kim.
Yeah, we're going to catch up with crew chief Chad Haney. Calls the shots for Austin Hill. Austin on the radio said the air was not reacting like it typically does at these races. What kind of information can you give them to help him through the rest of this?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's been struggling with that all night, and the 2 has too. And it looks like a lot of other guys have too. I don't know. It's just not reacting like it normally does. I don't know if it's just the way the humidity is or what. But he's doing a good job. I mean, we got him in position up here. I feel like we got a good enough car. It's a little snug, but we got a good enough car that we can hopefully pull this thing off.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Again, Austin coming on the radio saying the air just not reacting how it typically does, how he's used to. He said when he was trying to get to the 00 when Sheldon was in front of him, even dragging back to the 2 was not working.
That takes me back to something that Austin told us earlier today. He doesn't watch a lot of old races to prepare because it's so much about reacting to this race, being in the moment, And once again, having to play the adaption game here in a race at Daytona.
Yeah, and the RCR cars are fast tonight, but they don't seem to be as quick as what we have seen over the past 2 or 3 years in relation to the rest of the field. This restart, though, is going to shake everything up. For Ryan Sieg, it seemed like he was in a good position with having Parker right behind him. It's going to be interesting to see where does Parker choose on this restart. You got to think he's going to want to be on the front row, and that's going to most likely put Austin Hill maybe behind that 39 Allgaier as well. So the restart will shake all this up, and the aggressiveness of guys once they get a run. Not necessarily on the front 2 rows, but I think when you get 5 or 6 rows back, it's going to get 3 wide really quick here. Guys, panicked trying to get to the front to win this thing.
Parker's done such a good job tonight, jumping in that car and reacting the way he has and putting it in position to go out and get a win. Let's go back to February. Parker does some truck races from time to time, and we all know how special it is to win at Daytona. He went out and did it, took the checkered flag.
Yeah, heartbroken for Parker after this to be able to win, and he was so excited, to finally win at Daytona. Talked about it being the biggest win of his career. It was just heartbreaking to have the issues they had in post-race tech, and I know he tried to battle that and lost it. He talked about stabbing the flag right there, so it'd be great to see him get, I don't want to say redemption, but just get back to victory lane. And great race car driver, and obviously a great colleague of ours, and enjoy working with him. But it's fun to watch what he can do behind the wheel. He's a tremendous talent.
So close to winning in the Xfinity Series last fall at the Roval with Big Machine, and then just so close and couldn't quite get over the hump. Let's hear some 88 radio here.
The fucking caution came out right before the white flag.
I was thinking about it, but I felt like they would probably split us or try to dump us. You the man. Appreciate it, buddy. You got good race cars. It's fun. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
So those guys talking right there, Parker was just being patient behind Ryan Sieg, and I referenced that I wondered why he and Allgaier didn't try to get a run and pass, and you hear Parker, patience is key when you come to this type of racing, and it's not always about taking every move that comes your way. He's trying to put himself in a position, if that would have run green through the end, to be able to win this race, and you just showed him winning the truck race here in February. He knows how to win at these type tracks and is always really cool.
Connor Zilish.
That's him just doing what he thinks is best to get to victory lane tonight.
Huge opportunity here for Junior Motorsports. We talk about the 88 and the situation with Kligerman in for Connor Zilish. Allgaier's up there. Won in a photo finish here
Dale
a
Jr.
few years
up there.
ago, 2023, when he beat Sheldon Creed. Sammy Smith's had an eventful night, won a stage, had a spin, but he's inside the top 10 prior to the choose as well. Junior Motorsports has had a car finish in the top 5 in 25 consecutive races. As we get to choose,
a couple of teammates
take the front row.
Yeah, and got his teammate Justin Allgaier right behind him. I mean, if I'm Sieg, I still feel good about having Austin Hill behind me. He's such a good pusher, but Austin's also really good at pushing people, out of the way, moving them up, splitting it 3 wide. So Sieg will have his hands full knowing that he's got a pair of teammates on his inside and then also a pair of teammates right behind him. It's going to be a big battle for Ryan.
2 to go in the regular season when we wrap tonight. Sieg is out front. Look what that does to change the playoff leaderboard. And it adjusts the cut line because he came in more than 30 points below. He was 38 out. So with him leading, that locks Sieg in. Quapple, who was plus 112, is plus 58. Creed was plus 77, goes to plus 56. And Taylor Gray would be just above the cut line at plus 23. That all hinges on Sieg winning this race, but it just shows you how everything can change so quickly.
Well, you go back to Talladega, this guy right here, where he thought he had won the race and was going to be locked in, and it's because of the position he's in now. If he wins Talladega, obviously it changes his entire season, but we have a lot of racing left going. Dylan, you got more?
Well, I just wanted to add one thing quickly on Parker.
All right, so we're going to go back through with 6 to go.
I really want to win this race for the team, for Connor, but I really want to win more because I don't want Jamie to be the only person on this telecast who won in Dale's car after he called him to drive. So just keep that in mind, Jamie, here at these last 7 laps.
That's a big pair of drawers to fill, my friend. I can tell you that.
Got to be 6 laps to go. And if we get another caution here, it likely equals overtime, something we're familiar with at this place.
Pace car's off.
So many great storylines.
We're going back green.
Chapter written now. Ryan Sieg, control car outside lane. Parker Kligerman to his left. We're green again.
Allgaier all over the back of Parker, but
6 to go. Sheldon's falling back.
You're going to see a little bit of tandem side drafting going on right here. It might ultimately be about the third guy, and when he can get connected, it looks like the 2 is going to get there a little bit before Sheldon Creed on the bottom.
In previous restarts, it's taken us 3 or 4 laps to really get the momentum built up and get everything wound out in the draft. Not much time left here, and still pushing and shoving out front. Look at that low lane. Allgaier pushing the 88
Kligerman to the lead.
They've broken contact. They're not bumper to bumper anymore. See if Sieg tries to get the lead right here. Does he stay behind Parker? You know 21's going to go for it. Austin Hill out of line, drives the
Here comes Austin Hill. Oh, Creed off.
Creed gets pushed below the
He got pushed below, but gets back on. I think he'll be fine. He got pushed off, so I don't think he'll get a penalty. If he does, then I'll fucking be so mad. I'll just be so angry, bro.
See Parker trying to work both lanes, both Austin Hill and Ryan Sieg.
You know, he's kind of...
He's talked about how good Austin Hill is in these situations and how hard he is to block. We'll see if he's able to hold him off tonight.
5.5 to go, 4.5 to go as we come back to 4 remaining start-finish line. Kligerman leading.
I think those guys being
4 to go with Kligerman. Oh, and around goes Ryan Sieg in a crash. Cole Custer gets by, or why did I say Cole Custer? Sheldon Creed gets by.
Harrison Burton, Eric Almirola.
Yeah, Eric Almirola, Harrison Burton, Daniel Dye.
Harrison has
big crash.
damage. It looked like he was just spinning
Multiple
around.
cars involved.
Maybe some flat tires. But you mentioned Sieg being in that changes that whole dynamic of the cut line.
So it's about a minute and 43-second green flag run.
So close so many times. And leading inside of 10 laps to go, restart, and involved in an accident.
Benedetto.
Matt DiBenedetto started deep in the field, drove it into the top 10 competitive.
Yeah, that's the
all night
big
long,
one.
But he too sits idle.
He's leaking fluids.
Damage for Jeb Burton.
All the guys right there on the cutoff line involved in that wreck.
William Sawalich, who had been a lap down, got a free pass. The rookie beaten up once again.
He was way up front when that happened.
Will be a green-white checkered.
Josh Williams, who had surfaced in the top 10. Window net down on the 45.
Josh Williams is involved.
Trying to figure out what got Sieg spun around. You see, they're the second, third place cars right here. It's like Sieg went up to block. She saw as he moved up, though, that car super unstable. I can't tell who's it. Is that Honeyman right there?
Leland Honeyman, yeah.
Leland Honeyman that he pulled up to block, and just no grip in the car right there. They're dancing on top of the track right there on the exit of the tri-oval. You could see that car even as he moved up. It's not stable at all. It didn't take much of a hit from the 7 of Honeyman to get him spun around, and finally had our first big one of the night. Watch the 39 as he pulls up. Can't see it as good from that angle, but that car was just super light in the back.
Yeah, and then just everybody else piled in. See, you got some airtime.
25 spinning around, maybe a little bit, a little contact on the left front for the 25. Well, I mean, just slight contact right there. Sieg went around. Man.
Carson Quabble gets the free pass. He'll be back on the lead lap. Huge for him in two regards. One, you take Sieg out of the mix, who could have been a new winner. That changes the cut line. Now he's back on the lead lap, can get a bunch of points on board Jeff Burton.
Oh, just no time to react for Jeb. You saw when Sieg came down across the track, it was almost blinded by the car that was in front of Jeb. This is with Daniel Dye, right behind Josh Williams. He had that huge contact with the right rear of Sieg's car, sent it up into the air.
Just happens so often. When you get a late restart, you're bunched together, aggression level is high, and you just see the opportunities right in front of you.
Yeah, and when these wrecks happen, you see the smoke, you get on the brakes, they don't really slow down, and as soon as someone hits, if it punks, gets the radiator, there's fluids on the track, it just feels like you're on ice. You have no control.
We're in for a crazy
These are those moments
finish.
when you talk about you got to get lucky. You got to get lucky to miss wrecks like this. If you're involved in that, there's sometimes that you close your eyes and you come out on the other side, and other times you feel like you've done everything you can and you still make contact.
The winner is going to cross the line upside
A lot
down.
of cars torn up in that one.
Ryan Ellis, 71. This is why the average finish for drivers, when you look at tracks in the draft, it is such a big number, because you can have success, but as you said, just wrong place, wrong time, it takes you out of the equation. And inevitably, with all those good runs you can have, you add up a bunch of these where you put a big number on the board, and it just crushes that average finish at a place like Daytona. 11 cars involved.
Sheldon was
And this is going to
involved.
set us up for an overtime restart.
That's not good.
When we talk about opportunities to get a first career victory, Ryan Sieg with damage, and here's the 0-0 of Sheldon Creed.
This guy's just trying to get repaired, to get back out. And you mentioned 11 cars being involved. If 5 or 6 of those go behind the wall and can't get back out, that's a lot of points for the 39 car to gain, knowing they're in this incredibly tight battle, especially since Jeff Burton, you see right there,
Yeah, they're
Harrison
doing
Burton,
work
all
on cars right
drivers,
now.
They're fighting for that last playoff spot, were involved in the wreck as well.
I felt like early in the year, overtime was just part of the deal in the Xfinity Series. And we had gone 10 races without an extra session. Last time we went to overtime, Memorial Day weekend at Charlotte. But we'll take some extra racing to decide it here tonight. Here's Doug.
Yeah, right now, Austin Hill's in second, and Brandon Jones is in sixth.
Let's catch up with Marty Lindley here.
And you need
pit box. All right, your driver's done a pretty good job.
both
He's in exactly
things
the
to
position
happen.
You want him to be in. What's your message, if any, here on this maybe final restart?
Yeah, just keep doing what he's been doing. Really proud of Parker to be able to get in our car and adjust this quick, and he's really done us an awesome job. And really proud of Connor to be able to come back so soon and get back in the car to start the race. So
Austin Hill to finish worse than fifth, and Brandon Jones to finish worse than 11th.
All right, let you get back on the radio. Let's see if we can get Connor's
Yeah,
thoughts here.
not looking great right now.
Are you proud of Parker? Are you jealous? What are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous, first of all. I didn't expect to be this nervous watching.
Here's Connor
him, but,
Zillish.
He's done a great job and has our WeatherTech Chevrolet and a chance to win the race. And clearly it's as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and I wish I was behind the wheel, but instead I'm sitting here.
All right, well, he's watching and cheering him on. The 88 car fast once again and up at the front of the field.
I like the position that Parker's in right now, Adam, and I say that because obviously Austin Hill right behind him, I would think, is going to choose beside him when we get to the choose to be on the front row. And that most likely will put his teammate Allgaier right behind him. It's been a great pusher, and it's going to put Leland Honeyman then behind the 21. Not to take anything away from Leland Honeyman, but I like having Allgaier being behind me to give me that push. And we've watched on these restarts, it's almost been side by side, but we have seen a couple of them that the two guys get locked together that they're able to get away. And if Parker can get that, he's going to be in a really good position on a green-white checker.
Let's get some Austin Hill team radio.
We're not getting any points. We're just going out to hurt feelings. You can't win it if you don't try to start in the front row. So I say you go for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think it's just too late in the race to give it up.
Yeah, I think they're talking about where they want to choose and what they want to do. And I mean, his best chance to win is to pick the side and hope that you get a better push, or hope that something goes wrong with the 88 and the 7 getting locked together. I mean, listen, this might not be our last green-white checker. If you get somebody else lined up behind you, or if you just get ahead and the caution comes out, then you might be in the right position. So a lot can happen over the next 5 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is you process when to make the move. And we look at the overtime rules, 2-lap shootout. If we get a caution before the white, we'll reset, do it all again. But once the leader takes the white flag, next flag would end the race, whether that be the caution or the checker, and we can do it as many times as we need. But what I was going to say, you kind of want to get your business taken care of prior to the white flag.
Absolutely.
Because, so often you see that caution come out on the final lap, and if you're waiting and then the caution comes out, you just run out of real estate and can't make the move.
We haven't ended a stage yet tonight. I mean, both stages ended under caution, so absolutely I want to be the leader, be in control of this, and do the blocking that I need to do, come into the checker flag. But if the caution comes out, like you say, after you get the white, you definitely want to be the leader.
Let's go back to Texas, and we've talked so much about Connor Zilic and his season.
The lights are back on.
The ride he's been on, injured at Talladega, so he missed Texas. Enter Kyle Larson, and he goes out and takes care of business in the 88. And this team, just from the bottom, has been great. You know, Dylan was talking to Marty Lindley, and I'm not sure that we've given enough credit to him and the leadership that he has supplied this team. Not just providing that leadership for a rookie driver, you know, at 18, 19 years old, and the season he has had, but just hitting all the curveballs they've faced in 2025.
They have had a lot thrown at them, and it's been as impressive it's been to watch Connor do what he has. I think Kyle Larson at Texas, you're like, well, it's Kyle Larson, right? You know he's going to run well in all the Xfinity races, but Junior Motorsports and that man right there have done an exceptional job, giving all those drivers really good cars, and said it, Adam. I mean, it starts at the top, and you work your way down.
Of course, he was not on the pit box at Pocono. Dale Jr. filling in when Lindley was suspended. Yet another adversity for this team. And, of course, we know what happened there. Dale Jr. helping to lead Connor Zilic to victory. His first on an oval. We'll do the choose this time by.
It's going to be interesting. I assume Parker's going to take the top right here. We'll see, though. He does have that choice. You know the 7 most likely will pick behind him. Parker takes the bottom.
You know, I wonder here when you go bottom, Jamie, you stick your hand out the window and kind of let the guy behind you know, where you can't really do that in the outside lane because you're showing your hand to everyone. I'm not sure where that fits into the thought process. Well, I know it has been a factor in the past.
Yeah, and if you're in the outside, if you're in Austin Hill's position, Allgaier can see your hand out the window, and when you start to wave it on, and he can time it out as well as the guy that's directly behind you. I got to think it's a distance thing, maybe for Parker and Justin of where they're most comfortable. It's also, when you're in the outside, if you see Sammy Smith lined up behind Leland Honeyman right there, if he makes it 3 wide, then you're host if you're in that outside lane. So it's a little easier to protect on the bottom. Parker's just got to get a good launch and hope that Justin can get connected to that bumper and give him a push until about halfway down the backstretch.
Something else to think about here. Prior to the choose 10th is Nick Sanchez. They made a pit stop at lap 91 and got 4 tires. I know tires have not been a big thing tonight, but boy, he might be able to push the aggression level more than anyone because of the tire advantage that he will have on this restart. But not a lot of time to get his work done. Overtime, number 1, a 2-lap shootout.
I know we talk about Allgaier being, you know, Parker's teammate at Junior Motorsports, but they are racing for that regular season championship, and he's not just going to push him to a feel-good win. If he can get him pushed out to the front, Allgaier will do what he can to try to get beside the 88 and hopefully racing back to the start-finish line.
And when Allgaier won here, it was in a photo finish. So been a part of these before, been on both sides of it actually here at Daytona in the summertime.
Here we go. Pace car is coming off. We're going to have overtime. It's going to be 2 to go.
10 wins for Richard Childress at this place. And his driver on the outside, Austin Hill, next to the control car.
Gray flag.
In the 88.
Pretty even start for both the inside and the outside. Oh, Honeyman.
Oof.
3 wide. Not a good move right there. You got to get your speed built up before you move out. That's good for the guys on the inside, though.
Allgaier pushes Kligerman out there. You don't want to get too far out.
Yeah. Parker's have to back it up just a little bit here. He's have to block both lanes if they have that run.
So much to manage.
Here comes Sammy Smith.
Up the middle. Oh, that's going to help Parker, though, when they can get 3 wide. It's easier for him because they're all going to get bogged down. We've seen that 8-car super fast at the start of this race. They're going to get the white here out of
Coming to the white.
Back off of turn 4 through the trial. Kligerman is leading.
See Parker's having to work both lanes right here.
White flag.
Next flag ends the race.
Here comes Allgaier.
Sammy Smith pushing Kligerman outside.
Ooh, Kligerman gets a little bit of wiggle. Kligerman has help right here. Allgaier doesn't. JRM top 3. Parker Kligerman is far out. Looks like he's gonna get it. Trouble. Or no. There it is. There's trouble. Please let him go. Big crash. Caution. Why? 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 Parker Kligerman wins, but it's actually Connor Zilisch.
Oh, I can't wait to see this interview. We might even have Parker at a loss for words.
But yeah, this does not count as a win for Parker Kligerman.
All those junior motorsports guys were in a great position at the end. Parker did a really good job, though, of managing those lanes and putting himself in the right position. And what a win. Biggest win of his career.
What a season for the 88 team. Remarkable. Junior Motorsports has won 9 of the last 11 this year. And how about this? Coming into tonight, JRM had won 8 races at Daytona with 8 different drivers.
That was a big crash that happened there.
You know, it's like 9 wins with 10 different drivers, right? I mean, just remarkable when you think about the way they managed.
That's crazy, man.
Well, and it's, you know, we talked about all the different drivers that have won for junior motorsports this year. Parker wasn't even on our list, right? I mean, it wasn't even a car a week ago. Get his one shot here.
They said they were doing the burnout interview. I think they might anyway.
That's so cool for that kid to be able to capitalize on it.
Parker told Connor, I don't want the trophy. I just want the flag. And he's going to go plant it on the infield.
I can't wait to watch it.
And redemption for him after the way things finished here with that truck race.
Burn it down.
I got to say, as we watch Connor on the right, that's hard. He watched Kyle Larson win at Texas. And I know he's going to say all the right things, but it's got to be so hard for him with the injury that he has to go out, and you're happy for your team, and I know he's happy.
Yeah,
for
it does.
It's hard as a driver.
It really, no, it does. Like, no, yeah.
Talk a lot about co-drivers at Daytona, but it's usually the 24 hours, not the Xfinity race in August.
There's Connor running.
I'm glad Connor dressed up for the occasion tonight with the shorts.
Look at him run. He's gonna fall again while running.
The top 5 streak is intact.
Hugged him gently. He's all fucked up.
Parker with a gentle hug, realizing that he's dealing with an injured driver there.
Yeah, I think they're doing the burnout interview anyway. He goes and plants the flag. Bam! Oh, he broke it! He broke it.
I got money that Parker probably goes to tech with that car tonight. What do you think? And make sure that everything is okay.
The dynamic duo at Daytona. Connor Zilisch, Parker Kligerman. Teaming up and getting the 88 to victory lane. And now our Mobile One winning moment. Dale Jr. celebrating, and here's that Mobile One winning moment. Just snapped it.
Oh, we were not going to let him live that down for sure.
So they celebrate on the front straightaway, and now Parker will drive it over to Mobile One victory lane.
Got a feeling Parker will be wearing that suit next week to the studio to do the race for Portland.
So yeah, they are skipping the Brown interview.
For Junior Motorsports, Kligerman and Zilich combined to get the win. Allgaier second, Sammy Smith third. Here's Dylan Welch.
Let's catch up with Justin Allgaier, who was in the mix there and ultimately finished second in a Junior Motorsports 1-2-3. What did it come down to? What was the difference there at the end?
I wish I knew, if I would be honest with you. I'm really disappointed that I thought we had it. I was able to get to the bottom there, and I thought we had the help that we needed, and I think Jesse just wasn't able to quite bridge the gap there. And, disappointing, but at the same time, to have a Junior Motorsports 1-2-3, all the adversity that the 88 team has gone through this week and the effort that they've put in is, it's cool to see those guys in victory lane. Parker, I mean, you've worked with Parker for a long time. He's put the time and effort in. So proud of our team, proud of everybody on our Hellmans, RCPT Chevrolet. We had a big group of folks here tonight from around Kenny for the OSU team, and disappointed we're not celebrating victory lane with them. But it's Miss Evelyn Thomas's 102nd birthday tomorrow. Wish I was there celebrating with a checker flag, but really cool that I know that they'll be they'll be in Springfield watching. So just disappointed in the night, but all in all, solid day for the company.
The 7 team has had an up and down summer, as we've talked about. Is this the kind of run and finish you guys needed to get things righted before the playoffs?
Yeah, I was fully expecting to be in one of the last cautions the way that our summer's gone. Yeah, the only thing we've been fast as Xfinity Mobile for is getting into the crashes this year. So, it's cool that our cars have had speed every week, and we've shown that with stages and doing all the right things. It just disappointed we didn't get it done. But, again, great day for the company, great day for Chevrolet, Hendrick Engine Power, Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt Miller, just everybody that's a part of this company.
Well done. Runner-up for Justin Allgaier tonight in Daytona.
And he has a 4-point advantage when you look at those regular season standings.
Parker Kligerman in victory lane after his win, but not really. It's Connor Zilich is a win.
I believe as we look at next week, we'll update that in just a second. First down to Mobile One victory lane. Here's Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, they're going to get that car in position so the photographers can get the great shot that I'm sure is going to be framed at Parker's house once he gets a copy of it. The team ready. Dale Earnhardt Jr., team owner, down here to celebrate his 7th.
Climb on top of it. Climb on top of it. Dude, climb on top of the fucking car. That'd be so funny.
Of course, Connor Zilich helping with the car toppers as we wait for Parker Kligerman. He's going to get some congratulations as well. He's really milking it down here, guys.
Milking it.
And Parker Kligerman is going to climb out of his race car and celebrate his first
the roof hatch.
Career. Oh, he's going to climb out.
He's going to make fun of Connor.
I'm not sure what Dale Jr. is going to say about that. He didn't want to step on the windowsill, he said. Again, Parker
making fun of him.
For Connor Zilich.
No, he gets karma and falls off.
First career
he falls.
Xfinity Series win. You have been in the hunt for this for so long. Did it match the dream you had?
It's different in every way because I didn't expect to get a call from Dale Jr. On a day I was leaving to go on vacation and say, hey man, would you come drive this thing? Obviously hated the circumstances for Connor. He's an amazing generational talent. I feel honored to have gotten the call and to grace the seat that he's been in, that Kyle Larson has been in. I knew I had to hold up my end of the bargain. Thank you to Justin Allgaier. Man, he was a real teammate. We go way back. That meant a lot. And Sammy Smith at the end gave me some great pushes, so that helped a ton. But this is, great testament to this team, the 88 team, which has been on fire all year. But for me, it's such a me thing that this will not be on Racing Reference.
No, it literally won't. Like,
I'm still going to count as a win. I'm still going to take the checkered flag. the check, of course, but this is just really cool to do it with a guy who, younger me, would have never thought in the world I'd even get to speak to him, let alone drive one of his race cars. It's just a dream come true.
You're the fourth different driver crew chief combo to win in the 88 car this season. 7 different JRM driver. What insight has it given you about this?
But he's not, though.
It's amazing. You know, it's one of the first days of the shop, just our preparation. And
it's like the craziest shit ever.
It's really evident in each person you talk to and everything you do with them. And then you drive the race cars, and it's just obvious that the handling, the ability of the race cars is so good that I knew early on I was behind the race car, and I thought if I could just get there and get ahead of it and be on par with it, then we could go and get the victory lane. And sure enough, we had.
And also they went to the rear.
I mean, I can't believe it. This is unbelievable. I thought I was supposed to like slow down, and somehow everything's just going better. So I don't know. Maybe this was just I'm a good part-time guy.
You answered the call. You're tied with Jamie. Congratulations.
Hey, oh yeah, Jamie. That's right. You're not the only guy in the booth who's been called to JRM and won a race. Let's go.
Parker Kligerman, a winner here at Daytona International Speedway.
Let's talk to Connor.
I know we're not supposed to be biased, but I'm really happy to see Parker win. I was pulling for him at the end, and I know that we're not ever going to hear the end of it. But
didn't we already talk to him?
He's worked really hard his entire career, and I would say that was the most humble I've ever heard Parker in a speech right there. I think he's super thankful for the opportunity, and I love the part that he talked about. He was referencing Dale Jr.
It's been a good 4 hours.
As a kid, I never thought I'd even get to
well, don't be as dumb as me. I literally put $10 on the first pitch of the bottom of the 9th inning in the Nationals-Orioles game to be like over 94.95 miles an hour, and it wasn't. It was only $10 for an $18 payout, so it's even dumber. And I lost.
It took us overtime.
That's kind of funny, though.
Once again, it's the 88 pulling into victory lane in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Great teamwork. Connor Zilich and Parker Kligerman let the celebration begin.
That was my first bet in like 3 months or so.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed.
I'm going to end this. We will have 2 streams tomorrow. We will have the Yankees and Red Sox game at Yankee Stadium. Fuck the Yankees. Red Sox have won the first 2 games. Yeah, first pitch is at 1:05, so I'll be live at 12:55 for that game. The weather for tomorrow in the Bronx
the performance you demand from your car.
looks beautiful, so that's good. And then tomorrow night we will be live for Daytona, the Cup race. And the weather for that actually right now looks kind of good. Since there's rain at 5 p.m. Obviously green flag is at 7:55. So yeah.
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men
Pretty
who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at goGetSomebody.com.
Tomorrow.
Feel the thunder.
10 teams, 5 riders, 1 goal: to be legendary. The PBR Camping World Team Series. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on the CW.
Yeah, 7:55.
Music up, doors
Yeah.
off.
Alrighty. I want to thank you guys bitches for watching, and peace out.